for Libras, because this is a message for Libra, right? This is a channeled message and a true story, really, based on what I just fucking read. All right, so I'm just gonna wait for a few people to come in. Okay, and I need to check that I'm live on the TV. All right, hold on a sec. Okay, cool. Everything's working. Okay, Libra gang. I just have to talk to Libras for a minute. If you're a Libra watching, or you're someone who's obsessed with the Libra, okay, come in. If you are a Libra, or you are someone who is obsessed with the Libra, come in. Join us, okay? You don't need to see me for this. You need to hear me, because I'm live right now. And I literally had to stop what I was doing because I just saw a wild fucking comment. And I thought, obviously, as someone who knows me personally, so come in the chat, babes. Come in the fucking chat, okay? Libras. You got someone butt fucking hurt, Libras. Okay, so the baseline is Libra, right? Or any person who's attached or fucking obsessed with the Libra. What it is, Libras, someone betrayed you. Okay, somebody betrayed you, Libra, and they are but hurt that you do not want them back in your bomber clot life. That is just the facts, okay? I just had somebody comment some wild shit. What? And I said, you know what, spirit? I said, spirit. Is this a test right now? Because obviously someone wants my reaction. Is this a test? And I said, no, do you know what? There's been a common theme with Libras, right? And someone's sick obsession with you. And it's like, they prove it each and every fucking time. I will come on tarot, right? I will do faceless readings to show people how I read. I clarify rows. I clarify the rows. So I don't make up stories. I will clarify the row. Yesterday, we done a stay away from a water sign, or I put person, because it doesn't have to be a water sign. Okay? But for the past, I would say, I mean, this is even on my old channel. On my old channel, before I even connected with those crazy bitches, right? I was still getting wild energy about water signs. To the point where, like, when I would try to upload a Cancerian reading, it was the only reading that would take thousands of years to upload. There's something going on with them Cancerians or them Cancerian placers. This is from back in the day, from like 4 or 5 years ago when I used to read them on my other channel, right? Okay, so the problem with water signs, right? And no offense, but I have to break this down. The problem with water signs is they're so fucking overly emotional that any little fucking thing you say, they get fucking triggered. People have to remember that when you are watching a reading, it's not a personal reading. Therefore, stop taking it fucking personally. And if you are having a personal reaction to something that you're watching, it's because it's facts. I shuffle on the camera. Yesterday, hello darling, so Libras, you've got someone obsessed with you, okay? And I don't know if I've got someone obsessed with me, because the person who commented, it was like, they were talking like they were talking to me. But I have a lot of people in my comments that do that. They will watch the reading and then they will comment like the reading is about me. And I think it's because when I channel, sometimes I'll be like, I don't know, I get, how can I say, sometimes I read where I'm like, I'll say I, but I'm just pretending to be you. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, when you're reading a story, it's like I'm embodying the character. So for example, I could do the cards right now, Libra, and I'll pull a card and it will say something about pregnancy. And I'll be like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm pregnant and you're trying to do da-da-da. I'm not pregnant, but I'm just going to read it like that because obviously I'm embodying the energy. So I don't know if people get misconstrued. I don't know. But what I will say is the cards keep showing that you have a water sign obsessed with you. The deck I used yesterday, I put that deck down. The last time I used that deck was on a live. The last time I done a live was a few weeks ago, maybe a month or two ago. It was the last live I done for you guys, it was about a fucking water sign. Every time I use that deck, there's 12 zodiac signs in tarot, right? There's 12 zodiac signs in that deck. Every time I use that deck, it's over 40 fucking cards. The same card comes out. I put the deck down and I said, you know what? Let me put the deck down because I know that people are going to start thinking that I have a vendetta against water signs. And that's not what it is. When I'm coming onto it and I'm doing your reading, I'm not sitting down thinking, oh yeah, water sign energy, Cancerian, who's obsessed with the Libra today? I don't read like that. Yesterday, when I pulled the reading, I clarified. This is the thing. People don't see like how the row is on the table. I clarified each row. The first row that Cancer came out, I clarified that. When I'm asking the cards, I'm clarifying. I'm like, what can you tell me about this Cancer? I'm clarifying. So if I remember, the opposite of Cancer is Capricorn. So when Cancerians are in their dark energy, that's Capricorn energy. So when the devil comes out, sometimes that's Cancerian. It's like if Aries comes out, right? The opposite of Libra is Aries. If someone's got is a Capricorn stellium, that's gonna come out. So stop attacking me because the cards are saying what the fuck the cards are saying. How can I have someone come in on my comment section and say I'm making a story to fit my narrative, and if they betrayed me, then but I need to stop making it their whole identity. Who the fuck are you, bitch? It's like, bitch, if you're just upset because you fucked up the Libra, whatever Libra, because I read my comments, right? If it's not resonating for people, they're not gonna say it's resonating. I just read the cards, darling. I don't understand. How do you want me to read it? If I get a card that says Cancerian and I clarify that card, or a water sign, or a Gemini, whatever fucking crazy bitch wants to keep coming at us, Libras. If I get a card, right, and I'm clarifying that card, I'm not just like some of these readers, right? They will just pop out random cards and just say whatever the fuck they want to say. I don't read like that. And you'll know that if you've booked a personal reading with me, like, because when I do personal readings, I show the client the rows so that they can also get their own summary of the reading in case, like, they feel like I'm not reading the cards correctly. That's one thing I make sure I do when I do personal readings. You need to see what I'm reading so you can understand, right? But how I read is I put each row. Okay, I do the overall energy, and then I do 1 row, 2 row, 3 rows, and then I clarify each row. So if I'm clarifying one row and I'm clarifying the row, and the row that I'm clarifying, right, there's all negativity, how the fuck do you want me to read that? I'll wait. Like, if you're obsessed with the Libra, you're fucking obsessed. It's that simple. It's that fucking simple. It's that simple. If the Libra don't want to chat to you no more, it's that simple. The thing that what you need to do, right, is just apologize. You could just say, like, I'm sorry, Libra, for hurting you, and I'm sorry for betraying you. But stop attacking the readers because we're good. I'm just on point and you just can't fucking stand it. Period. I don't give a fuck who's watching and who's listening right now. Okay, I don't know if it's a Libra that's the crazy bitch, or if it's the Cancerian is a crazy bitch. But every time I do readings, because this is why I hate doing that title, but it's like I can't control what comes out in the cards, man. Like, I cannot control what comes out in the cards. I was thinking, like, maybe it's the live readings. Okay, see, look, now I'm getting a phone call. 1 second, guys. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Sorry, guys. Hello? Can you hear me, guys? No, Libras are good. They'll do more spell work before they apologize. And I asked for the signs to be simple and clear. And from the start to end, you gave me the message I needed. So thank you so much. I'm divorcing the Cancers. Hate is gonna hate. Don't pay them no mind. Thank you, Maria. Yeah, like, this is what I'm trying to say. And the thing about it, right, is, yes, sorry, guys. I don't know if you guys could have heard me or not, but I was on, someone just called me. But what do you call it? No, Libras are good. I don't know. What do you mean Libras are good? I don't no, sorry, I'm just getting a bit confused because someone just phoned me, right? But basically, what I was trying to say, I don't even remember what I was saying. I have to cycle back now. What I'm saying, right, is the reading yesterday was so clear. It was so clear. Sometimes the reading is like, it's all over the place and I've got to try to figure out what I feel like it's saying, because how I get my downloads is by images. So I will see the story in my mind and I think, how can I convey this? Or I might hear words, or I might have 10,000 things going on at the same time. Okay. And a lot of the times I try to focus on the positive, but when I feel negativity, I can't avoid it. So even yesterday, I kept feeling the energy of the devil. I even said demon in the first part of the reading. And at the end of the reading, the devil came out. So don't try to tell me that like I'm like, because what did the person say? Oh, your intuition is not your intuition. It's just a reaction. And someone was just chatting a whole heap of fart and fuckery. And what I will say is, when you're coming on my fucking thing and throwing paragraphs, you're guilty of sin. You fucked over the Libra, and the Libra don't want you no more, or the Libra don't want to chat to you, because I don't know what situation this is. This could be friendship, this could be love interest. I say that to everybody. It could be anyone's story. I really despise when the crazy fucking over emotional delusional bitches like to try to either merge the reading as if to say the reader is talking about them and them personally, when I don't fucking know you, crazy bitches. If I do know you, why are you coming on my fucking channel and embarrassing yourself when you can just message me personally? Like, you're just showing me that the cards are correct, right? Or when someone it doesn't register to someone that it's not a personal reading. Because my whole thing is like, if I'm not controlling what comes out in the cards, I don't control it. I swear to God, I don't control it, guys. I swear to God, if I could control what comes out in the cards, right, I would be focused on money, beauty, and justice. All Libra shit. All Libra shit. That's what, if I could control what come out in the deck, all we would be talking about, right, is prosperity, beauty, peace, and fucking karmic justice. That's it, and that is all. That is it, and I promise you guys, I promise you that. In fact, if I really wanted it to be, I would just be talking about art and creative shit, because that's what I care about. I just care about creativity. But obviously, I don't read for me. I read for the masses or whatnot. But if I could control the cards, that's what I would say. I don't control what comes out in this fucking deck. So like, you people that are butt hurt, right? You need to just go and see a fucking psychiatrist, mate. You need to go and see a psychiatrist. But if the story's resonating for you, it's resonating. I don't read for the dumb and the delusional. If you know that you're dealing with someone who's crazy and it's giving you clarification, or it's fitting your story, and you know that that's the shift that you need to make in order to detach, to fucking detach. People don't like me, right? Because I don't sugarcoat shit. And I'm not sitting here trying to force delusional bitches to stay in toxic situations or to let toxic people back into your life. The devil's looking at me in the tarot with the energy vampire, and you want me to put a positive spin on that? Are you fucking all right, mate? Like, let's really talk about it. No, I didn't say Libras aren't good. Libras are all the way good. Libras are Libra gang. Libra gang. Libras are Libra gang. Libra fucking gang. Like, people are just fucking delusional, mate. It's just annoying. And this is the thing, Libras, right? Whenever you explain, it's always the Libras. Anytime Libras try to do something, people always want to just control the narrative. People always want to try to control air. They want to control how we convey messages, how we go about our day. Like what I was saying in my reading 2 days ago, when I said that one guy was saying that, oh, you have cleavage or whatever because you want people to look at it. No, the fuck I don't. I have a dress that I know another girl has the same dress as me, and she don't got no tits, right? And it don't fit the same. Do you want me to cut off my tits, just to appease somebody else? No. Different body shapes create different fucking silhouettes. And this is the annoying thing when you're fucking sexually attractive to the other people, right? Is that's all they're going to see. And we shouldn't have to walk around like nuns to make other people feel fucking comfortable. If that's where your mind's going, that says more about you than it does about me. Do you understand what I'm saying? That says more about you than it does about fucking me. This world is insane to me. It's fucking insane. And you lot need to be told. I don't give a fuck. Like, you can unsubscribe. I don't really care. Because I'm sick and tired of people fucking attacking me or coming or like normalizing disrespect. It's disgusting. Just because you've got filthy, low fucking vibrational minds, you're fucking disgusting. I do a lot of research, right? And I've researched goddesses for over like 10 years. Most of the books that you find when it comes to goddesses and people back in the day, they're in their natural form. I always talk about the ancient Egyptians when they used to walk out with their tits out and long skirts. I don't see I'm an artist. I don't see the body in a perverted way like everybody else does. Stop projecting you lot's fucking narrative onto me or onto any other Libras. And also stop making shit about me and you. It's weird. It's fucking weird. Like, it's weird. I'm collectively reading. If the story relates to me in some way and I want to give you guys a story, then I will. But I need for people to understand when I'm coming on here, I'm not sitting here and being like, oh yeah, I'm reading on myself and letting everybody know my fucking business. Are you mad? I do my own personal readings. I make sure as well that I'm in good spirits and good energy before I even touch the cards, because I wouldn't want no weird ass situation of mine to filter in. But if I resonate with something or if I feel like I have a story that might benefit the collective, then I'll say it. But people need to understand, like, when you're watching tarot, you're watching for yourself. If spirit has guided you to click onto a story, that's spirit doing that. Okay, if it resonates for you, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Stop watching me to try and figure out if the story is mine. I'll tell you, just ask me. If you want to know what's going on in my life, just fucking ask me. Like, you lot are fucking weird. Or you have weird fucking people attached to you. I mean, I guess because I'm a Libra too, so I guarantee from the comment I just got, right, I'm guaranteed that I have psychopaths also watching me. I mean, I already know I've got psychopaths that I don't chat to, but like, I didn't realize that when I'm doing the reading, like, the psychopaths are also watching me. I'm thinking I'm reading about you lot. Do you know what I mean? I'm thinking I'm reading about you lot. Like, but whatever's going on, I'm speaking to Libras as a whole, as a collective, okay? You guys have a crazy bitch attached to you and they stalk you. They stalk everything that you fucking do, and then they get mad when their energy comes out in the reading, and then they want to blame the reader for trying to force a narrative. I cannot force the energy vampire and the devil. That's the card that fucking came out in the deck. That's the card that clarified each row. If I'm asking, that's what clarified means. When you're clarifying a specific card, you want to go deeper into the message. You want to know what the card is telling you. Every single reading that I've done, where whatever reading title you find, right, that says, a water sign is obsessed with you, avoid this water sign, When you watch those readings, you'll see that I'm shuffling and the Cancerian card comes out, and you will see me clarify. If I'm clarifying the Cancer card and I'm getting the 10 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, the Lovers, all positive energy, I will only have positive things to say. There has been times where I have said positive things about water signs because I've only got positive energy. But if I'm asking Spirit, why is this Cancerian in the reading and Spirit is showing me the devil, that's what the fuck Spirit is saying. Stop getting mad at me. Get mad at fucking Spirit. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me for asking a clear and concise question, and the question couldn't come out more clear and concise. Yesterday's reading was I think it was the most straightforward reading I've done in a fucking long time. And you know those fucking watery bitches, they're upset because they live in a world of delusion and fucking confusion. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not the person that you need to be taking out your energy on. You need to accept that you're fucked up, right? And that you've done some fucked up shit, and that people don't want to tolerate your fucked up activity anymore. The narcissistic, parasitic people are fucking losing their minds because they no longer have anybody to feed on. That's what's happening. They don't have your energy to feed on anymore. They can't find your energy anywhere else. And they're upset about it. And they're proving my point when they're wilding out in the comment section. How are you sending me 4 paragraphs like you're fucking writing a fucking obituary or something, right? An auto fucking biography. How are you sending me paragraphs? And this is not the first time, this is not the second time, this is not the third time. This is always when I'm doing those types of readings. And it's like, the reason why that energy keeps coming out is because you keep stalking the Libras. Whether it's the Libras that are part of my collective or whether it's someone that's actually stalking me, I don't fucking know. Because like I said, I don't make the situations about me. I shuffle the cards and ask spirit what they want the collective to know. This is why I stopped doing collective readings. I used to do collective readings. Because you know when you do collective, it brings all sorts. It brings all the fucking zodiac signs. Those bitches are crazy. We are down to Libras for a reason. Because other signs don't know how to take shit about themselves. Because I'll tell you this, when tarot first came about, right? Most people were watching to spy on other people's lives. Because I don't read like that and I try to make the story about the individual who's actually watching and their personal growth, they hate that shit. Most people are desperate and wanting to know when their ex is going to come back, or they're holding on to a dickhead and they want to see some miracle in the cards and they want the reader to say, oh yes, this is your soulmate, this is your twin flame, this is your life partner. You don't have to stay together for the rest of your life. Even though the person's dogging you out and cheating and lying and stealing, stay with them because that's your destiny. I don't do that shit. Because that's a bunch of fart and fuckery. And that's what people say to you because they want to continue to make money. And you lot need to break out of this toxic cycle. And live your best lives. People don't like that. If I'm a butthurt fucking delusional fucking low vibrational ass fucking water sign, okay, and I'm sitting down and I'm watching somebody and it's coming out in the cards, I'm going to be, oh my goodness, no, wait, the Libra doesn't want to talk to me, huh? And take it out on the thing. Your reaction is exactly why the Libras don't want to fuck with you. Because you can't take accountability without trying to project it onto the Libra. Like, exactly, I don't like the collective readings either because I don't like cross-watching. If I don't fuck with you, I don't want to hear about you. Exactly. Exactly. Well, food of fire, you're as lost as I am because you're here. So this is another example of what I'm saying. Like, it's like somebody, I always use the example of a meat and vegetables, right? Not a meat and vegetables, a vegetarian and somebody who eats meat. It's like a vegetarian going into a butcher's shop and complaining. If you don't like meat, what are you doing in here? If you don't like tarot, what are you doing in here? It's like tarot is an occultic practice, but I don't practice the occult. I don't worship demons. I don't worship devils. That's why I use my own decks. My own decks are colorful and bright. I started off with affirmation decks, which says I'm beautiful, I'm confident. What is devilish and evil about that? And it will be the same people like this dickhead right here, Food of Fire, that will come into a place that they say is evil and reside here. So like I said, it says more about you than it does about me. I don't like anything low vibrational. There was a reader that I liked and then I found out that she used to be a porn star. I had to disconnect. I'm not tapping into no strippers, no porn stars, nobody that delves into that low vibrational shit. No judgment. I just can't do it because that energy is going to filter onto me, right? Once I know that you ain't right, I'm just disconnecting. So when people come into my shit and they try to tell me I'm lost, how am I lost? How am I lost? Like, how am I lost? All my cards are colorful and fucking creative. What's there to be lost about? What is there to be lost about? Because I want to come on tower and empower people to be the betterment of themselves. And the people that will claim that you're lost will be the same people that's in your energy, in your chat. And this is what I'm talking about. Obsessive, crazy ass motherfuckers. You're crazy. Like the times when I'll go on live and I'll do a Libra and then people who are not Libras will come in and start cussing Libras. It proves my point. It proves my point. That's what obsessive behavior is. You claim that you don't like something, but that here you are. Here you are looking at it, eating it, laying down with it, talking on it, speaking to it, interacting with it, putting your energy with it. We're not focused on you. We're focused on ourselves. Like, what sense are you fucking making? You're not making no sense. Yeah, it's like a vegan that makes food to look like meat. Exactly. I've never understood. Lord of mercy, this person, you know what? Queen, you are a fucking queen. You're on point. I had this conversation the other day with somebody and I said to myself, why are vegan people making things like, because someone's like, oh, you know, try this. It just tastes just like beef. And I said, but why? Isn't the whole purpose of being vegan to be plant-based? So why are we making food that tastes like meat? If we're trying to avoid it, it don't make it make sense. I'm a woman of fucking logic. And people hate that shit. They hate logical shit and they try to demonize you. Demonize me which part I'm weird. I live in a fucking pink fucking house. All my cards are fucking rainbows and colors. I only even made a deck that had energy vampire and shadow elements because spirit told me that I can't keep focusing on just positivity all the time because there needs to be balance. And because I'm a Libra, I have to represent both sides. It was very uncomfortable for me to even draw that. Even designing my own tarot deck, I was the cards that I was the most terrified of designing was the swords and all the negative cards, but mainly the swords, because the swords have the most negative cards in all of the suits, right? And I thought, how the fuck am I going to depict sadness? I don't know how to draw sadness. I just don't know. I don't know how to do it, but I did it, and I put a whimsical spin on it. And actually, the swords in my deck was one of my favorite parts to design. Even when I designed the devil, I was like, how the fuck am I going to design the devil? And then I thought, okay, let me do an angel on one side and the devil on the other side. And I called it the fallen angel to represent that the devil used to be an angel, but they fell. So I've got a very beautiful and like, there's a lot of intention behind everything that I do, but there's always like a positive spin on something negative. I'm not a negative person. I'm not a low vibrational person. I'm not going to allow people to keep coming into my space and trying to project their narrative onto me, because whatever the fuck you're projecting is who the fuck you are. Do you understand me? If you don't like tarot and you don't like Libras, you need to give me an explanation that doesn't involve me as to why you're in this chat right now. Because you're not making any sense, rude gal or rude boy. You're not making no sense. Like the same people who stay in relationships with people that are keep dogging them out and they want to keep complaining about it. You don't make no sense. You're doing it to yourself. Stop projecting on people that are peaceful and that are happy. I don't understand it. I'm coming on here and I'm telling people to live their best life and they keep attacking me for it. But if I sat down here and I was like, oh yeah, your baby daddy ain't shit and your partner ain't shit and this person, I'm sitting down gossiping and talking smack about the person that you're dealing with but refuse to leave, you lot will love that shit. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sit here and keep going on and on about the same fucking situation that's negative. I can talk about the same shit that's positive all day, every day. But as soon as you flip it back on the other person, they want to get upset. So you don't want to take accountability for your actions. Now, if I was someone that went around and dogged out everybody, I would own it. I've always said that if I was a villain or if I was negative, I would say that. What are you going to do about it? If I was evil, I would say, yeah, I'm evil and the fuck what, bitch? But I'm not evil. And I'm not going to allow evil to keep projecting onto me or my fucking collective. Because you're coming over here and it's not the narrative that you want to hear. Well, then if it's not the narrative that you want to hear, then it's not your story, darling. It's not your story. This is not a personal reading. Do you understand me? Anytime Libras are the people and the readers that get the most attacks out of everybody, because people cannot stand our harsh truth, but they also are fucking obsessed with us. They can't leave us alone. I know this. I had to call police upon people because they couldn't fucking leave me alone. I know what evil is. I've been in the face of fucking evil. I know what evil is. I know what obsession is. It's not a nice thing. That's why I don't encourage people to stay in toxic situations. It's not nice. It's not nice. Like it's not something to fucking I don't know. I feel like some people, they get like kicks out of it. Like, oh yeah, this person's obsessed with me. Oh, my ex won't leave me alone. It's sickening to even enjoy that shit. I don't want none of my exes to be able to fucking contact me. As soon as me and you are done, it's block and bomber clock, delete. The obsession and the things that you hold on to, you have to recognize that the behavior is not normal. And release it and let it go and move on and evolve. And if somebody's like, if this is like for the cross watcher or whatever, like you fucked over the Libra, you fucked over the Libra. You fucked over the Libra. Like, attacking the reader is not going to change the situation, darling. Deal with your guilt. The most mature thing to do would be to ask the Libra for forgiveness. If they don't want to forgive you, they don't have to. Don't attack me because you're a fucking dickhead. Do you understand me? Don't attack me because you're not a good person. I feel like people think because you're raw, like, because I'm raw with it. You know, I never used to swear until I started to read for the American people. Never used to swear. Never. I don't even swear in my waking life. This is the energy I'm channeling from the people that's watching me. I'm not an aggressive person. People who know me off of tarot, they'll be like, oh, I wasn't expecting you to be like this. Oh my God, you're actually quite sweet and did it. Yeah, exactly. I'm a lovely person. The fuck? Because I don't deal with this type of energy. This energy is when it is on tarot. It's the people that I'm fucking pulling in and connecting to and channeling. Bitter people who hold on to things. They don't want to better themselves. I'm not going to be penalized because I want people to escape darkness and raise themselves. There is nothing wrong with doing that. And I'm sick and tired of people trying to demonize tarot. Like, it depends on the person and their intentions and who they pray to. There was one girl that I used to chat to and I thought she was cool. Then this girl told me that she worships Lucifer and has sex with people and gives their sexual energy to the devil. I said, I want a blood clot. I said, you know what? This is the Libra energy, right? Where we like to fucking, you know what I mean? Just no judgment and like, oh yeah, you know, everybody deserves love. And I said, you know what? I said, I need to just, devil in disguise, darling. I said, how am I speaking to someone? And I just didn't want to judge because I thought she was nice, but I knew there was something about her energy that just wasn't sitting right with me. And then when she said that to me, I said, okay. Block and delete. How you mean? But because those are cultic, devilish people, they also do tarot, right? So they think if you do it, you're on the same vibration. No, it's no different from when you're in the church, right? If you're a religious person and you're going to praise the Lord, then later on you find out that the pastor is a fucking pedophile and all the people in Sunday school are fucking getting touched up. And you're thinking, how the fuck is this going on in a holy place? Because I'm coming to church and I'm coming to praise the Lord. Other people are praising other things. It doesn't mean because you're both on the same spiritual journey that you're tapping into the same energy. But you shouldn't project or think that someone is on the same wavelength just because, you know, oh yeah, we both do tarot, so yeah, we must be on the high vibration. No. Oh, we both go to church, we both go to the mosque. No. We all have free will and all people are tapped into all different things. But stop projecting onto people based on your own level of perception and what you know you do. Any person that has ever accused me of anything in my waking life, it's always shit that they've done, whether it's in their past or whether it's something that they're currently doing. I don't think like that because I'm not a negative person. I don't have a criminal mind. I think with love and I give people the benefit of the doubt, even though I know that my intuition is on point, top fucking notch. And that's why most people don't like to continue relationships or, and when I say relationships, I mean like friendships with me, because they can feel that I can feel that they're a fucking dark, fucking low vibrational, jealous bitch. And they're afraid that I can read them. They don't like that. I'll get comments like, oh, powerhouse. Oh, you know, not everyone can be a powerhouse like you, Leonie. And da-da-da-da. Like, people get shocked at how intuitive I am. They're like, wow, it's not the cards. I thought it was the cards. But like, no, this bitch can actually read me. Now I have to start making a problem out of nowhere to disguise the fact that I'm sending her negative energy or I've just got to vamoosh. Because I don't want her to feel that I'm just... Like, I know people. But, you know, even though Spirit's telling me that, sometimes I've pulled cards on friends. And I've got 5 of swords, 5 of wands, all the cards that are directing to fucking jealousy, hate, and envy. And the love that I have in my heart, I'm like, nah, not my friend. Not this person, nah. Even when Spirit's telling me. But I get proved right every single fucking time. But I don't come with that intention first of all, because I don't think from a low vibrational place. I'm speaking to a bitch and she's telling me, oh yeah, back in the day, I used to lie to people, I used to cheat, I used to do all of this. Yeah, that's why you can't trust nobody, because you can't be fucking trusted. That's why. Don't project your low vibrational, crusty energy onto me and my collective. Stop doing it, man. Stop it. We're not allowing it. I will address it. Sometimes I don't. I'll be seeing comments, I'm like, okay, cool. Block, delete, block, delete, block, delete. I don't even block, I report the comments. Report harassment, bullying, and harassment. Because I'm not having nobody coming in the comment section talking to me like me and them know each other. Because if you know me, you should be messaging me or emailing me. I don't, and this is the thing, like, because I don't fuck with, I don't have anybody in my life that I'm connected to that I don't like or that I don't fuck with. So the only thing that they can do is project onto the internet. But more time is people that I don't know. The boy that person commented, I feel like I know them. I just don't know who it is. Because it could be a number of different fucking psychopaths. Okay? But my point is, right? Whether it's me, whether it's the Libras I'm reading for, Okay, you psycho bitches that are obsessed with us need to own your obsession. And what you need to do is go to a psychiatrist, darling. You can go to a psychiatrist, a therapist, a counselor. Tarot's not the place for you. It's not the place. Unless you're going to book a personal reading so that the person can like tune into your own individual energy. But you're not going to do that because you know, say the cards are going to come out with demon. Demon, because that's what keeps coming out. When you show up in the readings, Libra, you show up as the Empress or the Justice. That's what you showed up in your reading as yesterday. That's what you showed up in your reading as yesterday. I'll tell the collective, for those of you who don't know how to read tarot, right? Libras, your cards are the Two of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Four of Swords. The Justice and the Empress. Those are your cards in the deck. Now, your opposite energy is Aries, so sometimes you can come up as any of the Aries cards also. The Aries, they're the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Four of Wands. They're also the Emperor, okay? Or, you know what I mean? But that's how I read it anyway. I look at people's shadow sides, our opposite energy, our sister sign, okay? When stuff like Capricorn comes up, it could be talking about a Cancerian because the opposite of Capricorn is Cancerian. I didn't make the tarot like that. I didn't make, stop blaming me. Even when I did design the cards and I tried to design the devil and all the negative cards, I still tried to make it whimsical and lighthearted for you bitches. If you want the tarot to stop picking up on your low vibrational energy, do you know what you need to do? You need to stop being low vibrational. It's that simple. Or if you want the tarot to stop reading on low vibrational energy, you need to stop connecting yourself with low vibrational energy. It's that simple. With me, I don't fuck with low vibrational shit. It doesn't mean to say that I don't come into contact with low vibrational things or I don't have my days or whatever. But I make an active decision to not mix myself in certain activities that I know is not for me, that's going to go against me or that's going to drag me down to hell or to a lower octave of where I know I'm supposed to be at. I make an active decision. So that's why I stopped doing the love readings, because it's like I'm doing the love readings and people are starting to like turn on me. Emails, DMs, all of this shit. Psychopaths. Why is it that the psychopaths are the majority of the people that fucking watch tarot, but yet they're not sorting themselves out? I don't understand it. Like, I just don't understand it. I'm like, nah, man, we have to have a conversation. We have to, Libras, man, Libras. I don't know. You might need to do some cutting cord rituals. I feel like you have to. I feel like you've returned the energy to sender. They can't take it. The narcissists, the parasites, they're losing their fucking minds, mate. They're losing their minds. And I'm not a liar. I can't sugarcoat shit. I also can't control what comes out in the cards. So if I'm shuffling the deck and I'm asking, why does this Cancer keep coming out? Why did Gemini come out? And I even say in the readings, it does not have to be that sign. And this is how intellectually challenged people are. They can't, like, it's like, how old are the people that are watching me? 5? I've worked with children and they have a better understanding. It's a damn shame. It's like you're telling me that you don't understand the sentence. This does not have to be this sign. It could be anybody, but this is what's coming out. You're telling me you don't understand that. You're telling me that if something comes out, it's like if I watch a reading, right, and then someone's like, Libra's doing all of this shit. I'm not going to attack the reading and be like, oh, stop talking bad about Libras. I'm going to be like, well, that couldn't be me. I will not take offense because I know I'm not a low vibrational fucking Libra. So I will not take offense. I'll be like, I don't know what Libra they're talking about, but it ain't me. I'm in my rising element right now. I'm the sun right now. I'm a Leo right now. You know what I mean? I'm my fucking Vedic sign. I'm a Virgo today because I'm going to resonate with all the other cards that go with my placements. Because if they're talking about a Libra and they're talking smack, I know it's not me. It's either resonates or it don't. Now, if they're talking smack about a Libra and I know that I'm the Libra and I'm behaving that way, I'm going to be like, you know what? My behavior was brought out in the tarot today, which is confirmation that tarot is real. This bitch is intuitive as fuck. And this is spirit letting me know that I need to fix the fuck up. I don't understand why it's the people that get the most offensive that are the ones that have done the most wrong. How do you not see that you're not right? I just don't understand. I don't get it, man. I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. I mean, I know they say that crazy people don't know that they're crazy, but fucking hell, mate. Fucking hell. 1 second. Am I even live at this point? Let me just check on my TV because I'm not even. Oh, yeah, no, I can see people responding. Okay, yeah, cool. But like, I'm sorry to say, Libras, but like, I just had to say something, you know. And then it's funny because the person that was. Let me just roll up because they might be in the chat. Are you in the chat? I'm like, okay. Actually, um, hello, guys, can you hear me? Because it disconnected there for a minute. Am I still live? It just said reconnecting. Let me know if you guys can hear me before I continue. Oh yeah, you can. Oh, thank you. Oh, hi, Marisha the goddess. Yeah, so oh god, I forgot what I was saying. There's just technical issues on my side. See, that's probably the Cancerians with their fucking evil ass energy trying to fucking fuck up the fucking reading. But again, I said in the reading yesterday, I don't have beef with you people. I swear to God, I don't have beef with no Cancerians. I swear to God. I swear to the divine, I have no beef with no Cancerians. They either have beef with me or they have beef with you. But it's like, remember, they represent the past. Cancers can hold on to grudges, guilts, especially if they have Gemini placements, paranoia. I ain't met one Cancerian that was right in the head. Not one. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think so that I can. There was one friend that I had that I even recently had to just draw away from because, again, I don't like to go based on what, I mean, I know I should listen to spirit, but I don't like to go based on like, the stereotypes. I'll be like, I'll give this person a chance. But they don't ever prove me wrong. They don't ever prove me wrong. They just don't. And it's like that in tarot, there's 6 negative signs and there's 6 positive signs, right? Of course, Libras, we're one of the positives, right? What people have to understand is that, like, we don't design shit to be like this. We don't design it. It's like if your North Node was in Scorpio, right? The first deacon, that's the 5 of Cups. That's a very sad North Node to have. But if I'm a reader and I'm telling you that this is what your North Node is, and I'm trying to find a positive spin on it, or I'm trying to just tell you what it is, you can't be mad at me. I did not assign that birth chart to you. You have to sit down and speak to God, the divine, the ancestors, your spirit guides, whatever you have to speak to ask why you was given this chart. Probably because you were a bad breed in your past life. And you don't deserve anything good in your future. That might be what it is. It could be your karma, darling. And remember, Libras represent karma. Sometimes I feel like I'm the deliverer of karma. I just have to humble people through the messages. And it's not a choice. This is not what I chose to do. This is what Spirit said me have to do. You know what I mean? You can't be getting mad at people for pulling on the energy that you are embodying. You can't be mad at people for that. I know someone who said she hasn't been going to therapy because she doesn't want to be labeled. I kind of get her, but it's still a cop out. God bless her, though. I'm pretty sure she had a real tough childhood. But this is what I'm saying. People don't like, right? Oh, I don't want to have labels. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Well, then you don't want to have any understanding of yourself. Obviously, you've got childhood trauma that you need to think. What it is they're just afraid of being told what's wrong with them. That's it. Because even if you get assigned a label, you don't have to stick to that narrative if you don't want to. But at least when you go to therapy, you can have an understanding of why you're behaving the way that you're behaving and where it's coming from. Those are people that just don't want to be told that they're bipolar. They don't want to be told that they've got borderline personality disorder. They don't want to be told that they got antisocial disorder. They don't want to be told that they've got a disorder of the mind, but they do. You have a disorder of the mind. I would rather know that I'm a crazy bitch and know that how to manage it or to deal with it or to understand how I'm reacting and how it affects people than to walk around like, oh, la, la, la. And then start fucking wiling out at people that haven't done anything to me that I don't personally know. People don't want to deal with their shit. And then God will send them blessings. And Libra, sometimes you're the blessing, darling. Sometimes you are the blessing and you're the magic. And because these people are not mentally okay, they cannot receive you. They cannot receive you. And you know, Libras, I'd like to think that you like to reflect. I've been in so many circumstances, right, where I've sat down and I'm like, what did I do to this person? I'll go over a conversation and I'm like, what did I say? Why they started acting like that? I was nice to them. I done this. I done that. I'm literally trying to own shit. Like, if I was rude to the point now when I speak to people, right? Like, I have a friend that I chat to, and the other day I have to begin the voice now by saying, like, you may get offended with what I'm about to say because I'm going to be very honest. So I'm just giving you a heads up. And I shouldn't have to do that. I should be able to feel comfortable with just talking. But what I love about this friend is they love my honesty. Because I would say to them, listen, like, if you don't want my opinion, please don't ask. Because this friendship might not last long. And they're like, no, I want to know, Leonie. Like, give it to me. They love my honesty. I love being in connections where you can just be honest. But people who don't like you being honest, those are normally the people that have things that they're ashamed of, they don't want to hear about. Because I love honesty. I just don't like projection. Do you know what I mean? When you're projecting a narrative onto me that does not fit me, does not suit me, that's not me, that's not what I'm embodying, that's what I don't like. Because it's like, where is that coming from? It's like if you're friends with someone and you've been nothing but positive and supportive towards them, and then they just start being a bitch to you, and then afterwards they try to say, oh, well, you know, I felt like you were doing this and that. No, you felt like I was doing something to you because I asked you if you wanted a cup of tea. Like, do you understand how crazy that sounds? You felt like I was sending Juju Dep on you because I checked up on you and asked you how your day was going, and I encouraged you to start up that business idea that you've been having for 5 years. Where is the negativity? Where's the correlation? Because that's been my experiences. With my experience with people, I've been nothing but nice and supportive to them, and they've just switched up on me. And then I watched this video the other day. There's some really beautiful, I don't know if she's mixed race. There's a really beautiful woman. She's got like green eyes. She's got like brownish hair. I don't remember what. I think it's Trilly's World or something's World. I don't know what she is or where she comes from, but she's this American woman. And she was speaking about neurodivergence, right? And then she said, wait, 1 second, guys. 1 second, sorry, I had to just close my window. I don't know if you guys can hear me. But she was saying, right, she gave me so much clarification because I was pondering on something yesterday. And then she said, and you know what I was pondering? After I'd done the reading, I said, I bet you I'm going to have a crazy fucking Cancerian bitch or some crazy bitch. Doesn't have to be a Cancer that's going to comment something wild. And I was right. Spirit, I love you for the gifts that I fucking have. It's like a blessing and a curse. But this girl popped up on my timeline yesterday. I'm not subscribed to her, nothing. And she said that when you are neurodivergent, I don't know that I'm neurodivergent. I just think that I possibly am just because of how people respond to me. And how the way that I think, I don't feel like I have a neurotypical mind. So I self-diagnose myself, but I'm not, there's nothing on paper saying I'm neurodivergent, okay? This is just something that I just decided that I am because I don't know how to connect with people on a normal level because everything that people do, I just think is like, what the fuck are you doing? And I get penalized for it. So I'm thinking I must be different. So I'm just going to find a label that I can find for myself to make sense to me. So when this girl came up, she said, right, that, she was explaining why people switch up on you. And then she goes that people, when you're attractive, if you're like a neurodivergent person or you have those traits and you're what people would consider as attractive, they will come towards you because they know that there's something different about you. And then when they find out that something's different about you and they can confirm it and they basically can't emulate it, copy it or compete with it or whatever, that's when they switch up on you. And she was like, this is why you can't be friends or you can't be in relationships with neurotypical people. Because they don't understand us. And even though I don't know if I'm neurodivergent or not, I can relate so much to the neurodivergent ways of thinking. We are honest, direct, blunt people. We are people that are like an enigma. So like I said, people who are always trying to stereotype. I think a lot of Libras are probably neurodivergent and they just don't know it. Because people always like to put us in a box. they'll be like, oh my God, the dumb ditzy. But like, if you're a female watching this, for example, you could be very voluptuous. You can have this Venusian traits, right? Whether you got big bum, big boobs, the whole shebang. Okay, you could have a sweet, the way that you talk, you're very sweet. I don't know. People will just think, oh my goodness, yeah, this is a ditzy dumb hoe. She probably likes sex and alcohol and money and all materialistic things. And then when they talk to you and you have some sense and you have some direction and you're not fucking easily manipulated, it's like, oh wait, hold on a minute. Ah, what's going on? And then now they want to demonize you so that they can force you into a box that you don't fit in. It's like, oh, you can't be walking around with all of that ass and all of those titties and that little waist and be smart and be a nerd. You can't be, nah. You can't be walking, you can't be looking like that and I can't manipulate and control you. Nah. What? You don't want to do OnlyFans. You don't want to be a hoe. Nah. That's what it is. You could be a handsome fella. You know, you go to the gym, you sort yourself out, but you're not out there getting loads of bitches. Maybe you don't even fuck like that. Hold on a minute. You're not a player. You're not gonna... Nah. People don't under fucking stand us. Like, hold on a minute. Like, you don't have 5 different baby daddies and 5 different baby mamas and you're not in no baby daddy drama and you just don't want to pop out kids for no reason and you actually want to do something constructive with your life? What? Oh my God. You don't want to put yourself in a crazy position and like moan for the rest of your life at how miserable you are at the expense of somebody else? What? You don't want to lie and cheat and manipulate and control people? What? Really? Are you sure? You don't want to start sniffing crack and cocaine? What? You don't want to go out there and start abusing people? What? You want to be a good person? Really? Like, people are just, they don't get it. Or if, say, you're someone that did do some fucked up shit, right? And then you've genuinely changed your life. Most people cannot do that. They do not have the discipline, the motivation, the strength, the courage. Libras changed their life? What? Libra was down and out and now Libra's up and about? What? Libra's not trying to demolish somebody else to get on top of them? What? You know, you're not like all of us? What? How dare? Like, how dare you, Libra, want to be a good person or want to better yourself or want to make improvements? How dare you want to be close to God or close to the divine? How dare you want to purify yourself? How dare you? How dare you not want to be a fucking demon? How dare you not sugarcoat demonic activity? How dare you not try to make us seem like we're great and we're nice when really we're fucking obsessed with you? How dare you? How dare you not let us use and abuse you? That's what their mind is saying. If I sound like a crazy person, I'm channeling what these crazy people are saying. This is what I'm telling you guys. And I have to be off the camera because when I'm on the camera, it's people concentrating on how I look at my tits and all of that shit. I'm not doing that for you. I'm a Venusian goddess. So I'm going to present myself that way. Whether you like it or you don't, whether you think I'm ugly or not, I don't give a fuck. Because when I come on the channel, I'm not coming on for my audience. I'm coming on for me. I'm presenting myself for me. It's hot as fuck in my house. This is why I'm not reading that much, because it's hot. And I'm like, you know what? I can't even wear a bra because I'm so hot. My tits are so big. There's so much sweat underneath them. People are watching me like, oh yeah, I'm getting excited. Fucking perverts. They're not thinking about, oh, do you know what? She might actually be uncomfortable. Do you know what I mean? I'm tired of having to keep thinking like that. Having to keep thinking about how people are going to perceive how I am. I don't give a fuck how you fucking perceive me. Are you listening to the message? Are you listening to the message, darling? Are ya? That's what I'm worried about. Like, are you listening to the message? Do you think I've sat down over these years and designed over fucking 300 to 400 cards, right? To come on the internet to get some attention from a fucking pervert or a jealous bitch? Oh no, my son mad. Like, you guys have to understand variety. You have to understand that people can be all different things in one person. Expand your fucking narrow minds. God. Cha. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments. One second, guys. I'm just reading what you guys have said to see if I can respond to anybody. But yeah, that's all, mate. I mean, I don't mind. I love the compliments, guys. I don't mind. No, who doesn't like when you say nice things? You could be having a long, stressful day and somebody can just say something nice and it could just uplift your day. But what my point is, I mean, to be fair, I don't really care. This is why I just do what I want. I'll come on and have crazy wild hair. I'll come on and I don't wear a bra. If I'm hot and I'm uncomfortable and I just want to be free and that's what I want to do, as long as you can't see no nipple, you can't see no fanny flaps, you can't see my batty cheeks, me not business, I'm in not care. I've come on this channel, right? On not this channel, sorry, on YouTube, and seen readers showing, like, having their literal nipples showing through their top. They don't give a fuck. I've seen readers go on holiday and reading their bikinis. Bikini is an underwear. It's underwear for the sea. It's underwear for the sea. And they're showing their entire body. And they don't give a fuck. I'm like, I encourage people to not give a fuck. So I need to not give a fuck. So I don't give a fuck. I come on here and do whatever the fuck I want to do. The camera's too far away. Oh God, there's too much of your body in the camera. It's too close up. Or you got the perverts that are coming and watching for the wrong reasons. Or you got people DMing me. Oh my God, you're so gorgeous. You're so pretty. Okay, thank you. Are you booking a reading? Are you supporting my business? Are you supporting my talent? No, you just want to focus on what I look like and you think that I'm going to get excited about that. Like I'm some dumb bitch that needs validation through compliments. No, I would rather you compliment my skill and my talent. Now, it doesn't mean to say that if you say I look good, I don't mind it. Of course. Thank you so much, guys. I suffer from something called body dysmorphia. So it's taken me a very long time to actually see myself as beautiful or attractive. I don't actually see myself as attractive. I know that's a lot hard for people to believe, but I really don't. This is where the affirmation cards came in. I made that. I haven't used that deck in a long time because I can't find it. But I literally made affirmation cards so that I could pull them to program myself to see myself in the way that other people see me. When people compliment me on the street, I get fucking nervous. I think that people are lying to me. Like, you don't understand what goes on in this brain. You just go by what you're seeing. It takes a lot of courage and confidence to put yourself out there in the world and to have everybody see you and just have their opinions just thrown at you when you're trying to do something to help humanity, to raise the vibration. You're trying to contribute spiritually to the world. And people are always like fixating on shit that they don't need to be fixating on and then trying to drag you down because you're trying to do something positive. I could understand if I was coming on here and I was encouraging people to do darkness. But no, people who come on here and encourage people to do darkness, those are the people that are getting praised. The big, fat, ugly people, those are the ones that are getting the most support and comments under their fucking videos and shit. It's always the people that people consider as attractive. Because remember, I never said I'm attractive. I'm saying consider. You can consider me as attractive, or you can think I'm the ugliest person you've ever seen. What does it matter when I'm here to read the cards? Do you know what I mean? God. But as I was saying before, right? Libras as a whole, right? This is an energetic energy. Me, you, everybody can relate. This is how people view us and see us. This is why the readings be resonating with you. If the reading don't resonate with you, then don't watch me. It's just that simple. Or just wait for the next one. Just wait for the next reading, darling. Wait for the next reading. It's that simple. Like, I do not sit down here. I can promise you I don't sit down here and say, Spirit, bring up the Cancer today. Bring up the Gemini today. Bring up all the fucking crazy bitches today so we can talk about them. I promise you I don't do that. I promise you when readings start getting toxic, I remove myself. Because I'm a channeler. I channel the energy through me to deliver it to you. Like mediumship. Mediums, they get possessed by spirit and tell you that, or Pythonesses. That's what happens. You get possessed by spirit and it's spirit talking to you. It's not the person, it's not the individual. Do you understand me? If you do not understand the concept of channeling or of tarot or of what you're watching, please don't watch. Or at least don't watch me. Take your crazy shit to somewhere else, darling. Take it to some... There's millions of readers out there. Why are you guys coming over here, darling? I don't know. Why are you coming over here or you're coming to my collective? And Libras, like I said before, if you're dealing with a crazy bitch, disconnect. Disconnect, darling. That's the only way your situation is going to change. That's the only way the energy is going to switch up. You need to disconnect. But please do not stop putting me, even though, you know what? I was thinking yesterday, I thought, you know what? My card does come out quite a lot in the readings, right? The Leone card. But it's not necessarily me. It just represents psychic abilities. I put myself in the goddess deck, right? And I'm working on some new decks. They'll be out soon. But I put myself in there, but it's not to confirm that the reading is about me. It's just to confirm that your psychic abilities are on point. The message still stands. It's like Nefertiti's in the deck. Nefertiti's not necessarily here, but her energy's coming out to say such and such. When I come out in the reading, it's just clarification that what I'm saying is on point and you need to listen to what I'm saying. Now, it could be Spirit saying that the reading's about me, because I had to reflect. I said Spirit, but that's why, even when I'm clarifying the cards, I'll clarify my card. And anytime I've come out in the reading and I've clarified it, it's always been a positive card that clarifies it. So just in case somebody's trying to project some narrative about me, why is it that when my card comes out, it's clarified by positive energy? My card don't come out and I clarify and it's the devil and the 5 of cups and all of these other things. That not come out. If that came out, then I could be like, shit, my energy's translating through this, man. Oh my God, they're going to know that I'm sad. No. That doesn't come out because that's not the situation. So again, stop making your fucking scenarios about me or trying to attach yourself to me when I don't fucking know you like that. It's weird, darling. It's weird. Or trying to make it seem like I'm trying to control the reading. Like, I'm not trying to control the reading. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God. Like, I don't know what else to say, darling. I just don't know what else to say. And then you lot wonder why I'm not always on here. And then when you feel like I'm not always on here, oh, she must be going through something. She must be going through trials and tribulations. Am I? Really? I thought I was collaborating with somebody. I thought I was designing something. I thought I was in a project. I thought I was going to work. I thought I was decorating. I thought I was living my best life. Apparently not. Apparently I need to be on tarot every single day to prove something to people. When I've got spare time, I will get the readings in. Because remember, when I pre-record, you don't know what time of the day it's being recorded. I could be recording it at 6 o'clock in the morning before I start my day. And then I'm uploading it 10 hours after I've made it. You don't know. You can't be making assumptions when you don't fucking know how to read. You're not tapped in. Because if you lot were tapped in, and I'm talking to obviously to the people that keep attacking me, you would be able to read my energy. And you would know that it's abundant. And maybe that's what it is. Because I remember all the times I've got readings from other readers, right? The energy has always been positive and then they turn on me. Because they're jealous. They see the cards and they're like, what? How are you getting all this good energy? Because most people are not used to that. Most people are used to reading on low vibrational shit. So when you're pulling cards from an actual high vibrational person and you're actually getting high vibrational messages, it's a bit of a shock. Like the reader who turned against me for no fucking reason and came on my channel and said I need to stop reading cards. I bought 3 readings off that bitch. And she was even like, oh, I don't know who you are, but you've got such loving energy. Oh my goodness, I've never seen a reading like this before. But now you're coming on my channel and telling me that I need to stop reading. These bitches are crazy. I keep telling you people, you lot need to mind who you're watching. Some of these bitches are lost. And they use the tarot to deal with their circumstances. I do not. If I'm in a low vibration, I'm not reading for you niggas. If I'm in a highest vibration, I'm living my best life. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. Just know that when I come on and I'm reading for you, my energy is cleansed. I'm in a good space, and we're ready to go. Unless my energy is drained, and sometimes it will get drained when I sit down. If I'm drained, I'm not gonna get up and force myself to do a reading. I used to do that before, and then I got burnt out. And I wasn't drained because I was going through trials and tribulations. I was drained because I got so many other things. I've got activities that I do. I work. Half of these people don't do anything with their lives and then they come up with all of these stories. You lot should be, all those stories that you're telling, you know, go and write yourself a play. You lot could be making millions. You could be making a whole Netflix series, darling. Renewed for season upon season upon season. I'll sit down and I'll watch with the stories that you lot come up with in the comment section. That's where you need to be putting your talents. You need to be putting your talents into like fucking writing. Go and write a book, darling. Go to the theatre. That's what you need to be doing. It needs to be said. Bitches be cray-cray. If Spirit wants to keep telling the collective that they've got someone obsessed with them and they need to let go, then that's what Spirit is going to say. That's why I stopped using that deck. I said I stopped. And then I was going to take the Cancer card out. And I thought, no, that's cheating. I said, if I take it out, that's just going to make it seem like I have a vendetta. And I don't. That's what flew out, man. And then when I done the video with faceless and I done it facing the cards and the cards still flew out. I'm like, I need people to see how I'm reading so they can see. You can see I'm reading row by row by row and I'm clarifying each row. But I shouldn't have to do that. You know, in a traditional tarot reading, you don't even see the cards. The person just gives you the message. They don't even pick up the cards and show you. They're not trying to teach you and say, this is the first decan of Gemini. This is the second decan of Aquarius. You don't need to know all of that. We just need to give you the message and then just be gone. We're actually teaching you as we're reading the tarot. So by now, you should know how to read. That's why sometimes I feel like it's other readers like competing with each other, because when they read a certain way and then they watch your reading and you read from your own way and you're a different perspective, they don't like that. So it's like it's a competitive energy. Well, your guides are saying this. When my guides, it's not a competitive energy, darling. This is all spirit. I'm just giving a different perspective. It doesn't mean that your perspective is wrong. It just means that we're reading two different energies. We're just tapped into two different frequencies right now. That's all it is, darling. You know what I mean? But people need to get it the fuck together. Like, I'm not going to stand for this. I'm sorry to say, but I'm just not. I'm just a different type of reader, darling. And if people don't like it, they don't have to like it. I'm not here to be liked by people. If I was, I would be licking your asses and doing everything that you want. And, you know, making sure I'm crossing my I's and crossing my I's and dotting my T's. Dotting my I's and crossing my T's. Giving the people what they want. And I've done that before. I've also asked the people, what do you want me to read about? What do you want? Anytime I'm interactive with the people that watch me, they never respond. I've done a membership channel and I asked the members, what do you want? What do you want? They don't respond. So that's how I know people, it's either people just genuinely support me. They just want to be supportive. They don't really want anything from me. They just want to be supportive. Or people are just fucking obsessed with me and they're siphoning my energy and they just want to just stare at me all day and not say nothing. But no one can sit down and say that I don't ask you guys, I'm not interactive. I am. But whenever I speak some truth or when I start to switch shit up, that's when I get all these floods of people coming in. Like the time when I had to turn my comments off for 2 months. I was on the camera for 2.5 seconds and I was wearing a little lacy thing. And then I had bitches in the comments saying that I was flashing a nipple. Oh, I could see areola, mom. I had to go back and re-record the video and zoom in. This is what people do. They make shit up. It's a cause for concern. It's disconcerting, darling. It's disconcerting. Now, I know people can say, well, like with tarot, you're basically making up stories. But am I? Am I really, though? Like, if I say something and it comes out in the cards, then I just see that as clarification, darling, really and truly. And if you feel like that it's made up and it's all in my head, then why are you watching? Like that Fire on Fire Food of Thought or whoever the fuck that dickhead was that was in the chat a minute ago that was saying I'm lost and I'm crazy. And I said, well, why are you here, darling? What are you doing here? You can't keep calling people devils and demons and then keep putting yourself in their energy. It doesn't make sense. You're the demon that's revealing yourself. I've noticed that most people are on demon time. That's just the facts. And I can't resonate with most people because they recognize that I'm not on demon time. Most people wear masks and they pretend. And I'm not pretending. And people don't know what to do with that. What do you do with the truth when it's sitting right in front of you? What do you do with someone who embraces their self? What do you do with that? What do you do when you can't fucking tear someone down for their insecurities? When I used to first come on tarot, people used to talk about my teeth and the gaps that I have in my teeth. Do you know that having a gap in your teeth is a blessing? You look up the spiritual meaning of what having a gap in your teeth is. And then you got these bitches wearing veneers, right? And underneath the veneers, your natural teeth are rotting. And you got stank breath. Have you seen people who've taken off their veneers after how many years and see what their teeth look underneath like? Now, if you want to get braces and you want to straighten up your teeth, I went to the dentist the other day and I asked my dentist, I said to the dentist, do you think I need braces? And he said no. And he said to me, I'm going to be honest with you. He goes, a lot of people that have, because I said, I got a gap here and I got a gap here. He said, do you know how many people have come in and they've spoken about the blessings and what it means to have a gap? I said, I know. I said, oh my God, my dentist is on some spiritual shit. Yay. I said, I knew I liked you. I knew I liked you. He confirmed it for me. He said most people don't want to close their gap because they know the spiritual meaning behind it. They know that it means luck and fortune. And I said, thank you. I said, I wanted to get a professional opinion if you feel like I should. And he said, no, I feel like your smile and your teeth are fine. That's what my dentist said to me. But he came to me from a spiritual perspective. Most people in the professional field are not going to do that, especially when they want to make money. They're going to tell you what they want, what you want to hear, or that classic Hollywood smile. My guy told me, like, do you know what that means in your mouth? You're not going to want to close that. I said to him, I already know. I was like, yo, I thought spirit always puts me in alignment with the right people, man. Spirit was like, what do you mean you're asking the dentist if you should get braces? Fuck you mean? But that's what people used to do. Always coming on here teasing me about shit. When I would do my natural hair in different styles, there was always a bitch commenting and laughing at my fucking hair and shit. That's why I made my naturalista deck. You know what I mean? Every time somebody tries to fucking say something about you, embrace it and turn it into something beautiful. I'm not going to have nobody bully me because I'm comfortable in my own skin. And I'm not going to no surgeons and no sticking no fucking other person's fucking hair on my head. This is why half these bitches are crazy. Because everything is spiritual. You don't know the trauma that you're putting on your head when you're putting human hair. Human hair to me just sounds wild. That's like going and get your nails done and putting human nails. Would you want someone else's skin on your hair, on your head, or on your? It's weird to me. Now I'm not gunning down anybody who does that. If that's what you want to do and that's how you want to feel beautiful, that's okay, darling. But don't come at me because I'm embracing my natural self and I'm encouraging other people to do that too. I don't understand why people are upset when you tell them that your nature is beautiful. Because we live in a fucking fake ass world. I'm not fake, darling. I'm not fake. I don't devil in fake things. I appreciate Mother Earth and nature. And I want to be as close to it as I possibly can. I feel like when you have beauty, it's makeup and certain things are there to enhance what you already have, not to completely change your entire fucking look and identity. That's just my personal belief. And also that's what comes out in spirit. That's what comes out in the cards sometimes. If that's what comes out in the cards, that's what comes out in the cards. I'm not telling you that. That's what comes out. I'm just reading what comes out in the cards. Certain things I don't even go deep into anymore because I know people can get very sensitive about it. But you have to understand, like, when people are when a message is being channeled, it's for the betterment of you. I wouldn't be saying certain things if spirit didn't want me to say it. Sometimes the very thing that you think that's making you look good is the very thing that is poisoning you. That's making you crazy. That is switching up your mentality. That's having a negative effect on you. Whatever it is. If you keep hearing it in a reading, that is confirmation that that's the thing that you need to let go of. Whether it's a wig, whether it's the bitch down the road, whether it's a family member that you just, you love them and they're your family, but they're a lost cause and there's nothing you can do to help them no more. Whether it's a job, whatever it is, like if there's something that's toxic in your life that you need to stop doing and it keeps coming up in the reading, that's what spirit wants you to know. And that's what I say to people. Apply it to your own situation. I can use things as analogies. It doesn't have to be that. You can say, you know what, that specific thing doesn't resonate with me. However, what she's saying, I can relate to it. Let me look in my life and see what I'm doing. If I don't want to let go of that, why don't I want to let go of that? There's something in me that needs to be healed. I'm not going to come on here and keep feeding people what they want to hear. That's just not how I read. That's not the person that I am. And I'm also not going to allow people to keep projecting their low vibrational energy onto me. Sometimes, more time, I ignore it. But there's some days where I'm like, I'm not ignoring it today. It's too fucking hot. We've got temperatures that we're not, that's never been seen before in the UK. There was I don't know if anybody's from the UK that's in the chat right now, but did you guys get the alert yesterday or the day before? What day was it? When they sent a UK fire hazard alert. They said no barbecues, no nothing. You can't do no barbecues, you can't have no fireworks, you can't have no open fires outside because that's how fucking hot it is. And people, buildings, and animals are at risk. We got a national alert. I got the alert on my other phone and my other phone doesn't even have a number in it. Because of how hot it is. I don't have time for the fart and fuckery. You know what I mean? People will be out out here attaching their own reasons as to why you're like, I'll come on the reading and I'm low on energy and say, oh my goodness, yeah, she's entertaining nonsense. Really? I'm entertaining this heat. And I'm sitting here trying to read for you guys, okay, almost suffocating to death to get a message out to you to help you with your life when I could be outside enjoying the sun right now. Or I could just be naked with the fan over me. But no, I'm sitting here because Spirit said I need to read because I've been too long away from thing and people need help. That's the type of energy that I'm getting from people. No, thank you. And I'm not just because, you know, there's a lot of people that do say thank you and things like that. There's more people that say good things than bad things, I know. But I'm just tired of the crazy people. I'm like, there's no amount of fucking saging or banishment or ever that can stop these people from coming. So we just have to tell them, you are crazy and you need to leave. You need to leave. But your obsession with me, your obsession with Libras, your obsession in general is a cause for concern and you need to sort it out. And Libras, or the cross watchers that are watching for their Libra placements, if you know someone is obsessed, I'm telling you, it's not going to get any better, darling. Don't give that bitch the benefit of the doubt. They're crazy and they don't like you and they're going to switch up on you again. And that's what the card's saying. That's what Spirit said. And that's what I'm saying. And that's what it is. And you're going to feel free, a sense of freedom, when you finally detach from this energy that is trying to attach itself to you. You're going to feel free and you're going to see that things in your life just fast paced. All the opportunities that you want is coming to you. Because that blockage, that energetic blockage has been fucking removed. I'm not going to switch up my style. I'm going to come on here and be my most authentic self because to me, that's what true and pure self-love is when you are authentically you. That's why I say, even if you're a crazy person or you're a dickhead or you're evil, own that shit. I will have respect for a person that I know is evil if they admit that they're evil than someone who pretends to be something that they ain't. You're a dickhead, at least you claim it. You know, I'm a dickhead and I don't treat, I'm not a good person. So, you know, at least we know what we're dealing with. If I decide to talk to you knowing that you're a dickhead, whatever you do, I can't blame you for that. That's on me. What I allow is what will continue. I can respect you for being honest. Okay, you're not a good person, cool. You've warned me about you, so it's up to me if I want to dibble and dabble with the devil. But like, it's the people that act like they're this, that, and the third, and they're fucking evil cunts, or they just can't see their ways. They want to put it as everything else. No, darling, you're bitter, you're hateful, and you're jealous. That is it, and that is all. You're angry at someone for no reason. Go and look up what jealousy and envy means. And then you'll understand whether or not you have those fucking traits. Go and look up what narcissistic personality disorder actually is. Go and read these things. Like these people that act crazy, maybe they need to actually go and research certain disorders and actually be honest with themselves. Do you know what? I have mood swings, you know, like where like I was all fine and now I'm just acting crazy. What the fuck? You possibly could have bipolar, darling. It happens. That's life. Understand who you are so that you can understand how you're being projected to other people and so that you can understand how to manage your behavior that's affecting people that don't want to fuck with you no more. Rather than you having a meltdown because a Libra don't want to chat to you. What is a Libra going to want to welcome somebody back into their life that's caused them misery and pain, or somebody that they can't trust, somebody that they can't rely on? Like you have to really like ask yourself that, because these people that want to be attached to you, Libra, if you were to do them the way that they done you, I can guarantee you there would be no forgiveness. I can guarantee. They'll be talking about you and spreading shit about you all day, every fucking day. And making you the villain in their story. Stop being compassionate for these fucking dickheads. Sometimes you just have to say, you know what, I've been nice and it is what it is. Goodbye and good day. And if Spirit is telling me to say that, I'm going to say that. I always say sugarcoating is for donuts. I'm not sugarcoating nothing for no one. If you want the Libra to accept you back in your life, change behavior. But most people, as they say, a leopard that never changes its spots. I know that because I live in a leopard house. The spots them not change. changing, darling. They only change if I fucking change them. If I want to paint them in a different shape. You know, honestly, this obsession needs to stop, darling. It needs to stop. Libras are out here minding their own business. Minding their own business, darling. Attending to your crop. Living your life, darling. And there's a crazy bitch coming towards you to try and attack you. What? Like, no, Libras, if you done something to somebody, please tell me. Because again, no, there could be, I'm not, and this is the thing, I don't even discount low vibrational Libras. I always say, if you're a low vibrational Libra, like, fix yourself up. Libras, what did you do to somebody? Come on now, there must be a story for some of us to tell. Thank you. I hate my voice, but thank you so much. What did you do? What did you do? What did you do? Oh, hello, Brantley. How are you? See, that's the lovely Sagittarius that's in there. But he's got Libra and Mars. You have Libra and Mars. I could be wrong. But if I'm wrong, please correct me. And, you know, I can do the cards right. And there could be like a low vibrational Sagittarius. This guy never turns on me. He never comes at me and says, oh, da-da-da-da. Because he knows his energy. He's watching for his placements. He used to probably watch the Sagittarius readings. And I stopped doing them because they want some toxic dumb shit. But he doesn't switch up on me and say, oh, well, da-da-da-da. He doesn't switch up on me because he understands his fucking self. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? But you Libras, you done something. You done something to these people. And all you did was be you. Libras have the most fucking issues with people when they are the nicest, the most supportive. Now, again, I'm not saying every single Libra is like this. Because you know what, to be honest, you know, whenever I speak to people, I don't really meet a lot of Libras. I don't. But I meet people that have had experiences with Libras. And a lot of their stories are always negative. And I've started to look at it and think to myself, you know what? I don't think the Libras were being negative. I think these people were jealous of them. And they're just making them a villain. Because I'm the victim of that, I can understand it. I can guarantee you there's somebody right now talking some shit about me. I had a reader. A bitch I ain't never seen before. That I think was living in her car. I don't know. Because she was doing readings from her car and rolling up weed on the camera. Which I think is low vibrational and ghetto as fuck. Okay. And she made a whole post about me. And said I was wearing orange and using sexual energy to get into her dreams. And when I looked at this raggedy muffin, I thought, even if I was a fucking lesbian and I wanted to go into somebody's dreams, it would not be you. If I was going to go into somebody's dreams, I'll be going to some celebrities. Okay? Beyonce, let's have a night, darling. Actually, I don't even like Beyonce, you know, to be fair. I like back in the day Beyonce. I don't like her now. I like Destiny's Child Beyonce. You know what I mean? I used to like Christina Milian, Maya, who's the people that I used to grow up with and I used to like that were singers? I don't know. But that's what I would think. And this is the thing, I don't even know what to think because I don't think like that. I don't go into people's dreams and do whatever the weird, crazy shit. And I think the people that always talk about that shit, they're the people that do it. They're either the people that do it or they have been connected with people that do it. Because why do you know so much about that shit? Why are you making that shit up? I'm looking at the color orange and I'm seeing creativity. I mentioned that in a reading the other day. I mentioned the sacral chakra, right? The sacral chakra came up at the end of the reading with all the definitions of what it means. And, you know, I don't even think I put sex on there. I might have put, I don't think I put sex on that card. I can't remember what I wrote on that card. But the point of the matter is, I look at things from a high vibrational, colorful, and creative perspective. I'm not going to see the color red and think, oh my God, that person's lustful and angry. Ugh. Who does that? Low vibrational people that do these things. That's who. I thought to myself, I see a tag on my thing and someone's tagged me. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? Why is my face on someone's thing? I don't know who this person... And they weren't even a Libra. I think they were a Pisces or something. And I said, you see, it's always the fucking crazy water signs. When I mean that they live in their own realm, it's not a lie. I'm not being rude to you guys. I'm not. I promise you I'm not being rude. This is just what you lot do. Unless you have Libra placements. I can only really fuck with water signs if they've got Libra placements. Because at least I know you can discern your emotions. And your Libra placements have to be well depicted. or a lot of earth placements, because then I know you're grounded. But even then, darling, I still don't know. I try to give these bitches the benefit of the doubt. I do. I swear to God, I do. That's why I say I'm not projecting in the readings, because I just let people just show me who they are. I'm not going to give you like a narrative or a character. But if I'm talking to 10 Cancerians and 9 out of the 10 Cancerians all act the same, I can only go based on what my observations are. I'm not going to say all Cancerians act the same. I'm just going to say, well, Cancerian 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 9 all acted like this. So, but the 10th one, they were different. So yeah, you know, if it's all Libras act like this, I can say, well, you know what, Libra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, they all, you know, but you know, it is what it is. A spade's a spade, a duck's a duck. I don't know if it's because we live in this society where, like, you know, and no disrespect to like the LGBT community or anything like that, but I think because everything's like, oh, you know, today I want to be a man, or I want to identify as a butterfly, because we're just in this, we've merged now. Things are just not what they seem. Anyone can represent themselves as anything. So I just think it's created a lot of confusion and delusion just in general. It's filtered out as craziness. So when you are what you are, people don't know how to take that, because it's like, well, I'm not used to that. I'm used to speaking to someone who I thought was a woman. I find out they're a man. So now I'm looking at you and I'm like, well, you look like a woman, but da-da-da. You know what I mean? People have these mindsets now where it's like anything could be anything, because anything is anything, and we can identify as whatever we want. And no disrespect to that. I'm just saying, this is where that energy comes from. The confusion is normalized. Sometimes it just is what it is. Sometimes if somebody says, I like the color blue, that's exactly what they're saying. It's not an innuendo. It's not anything else. It just is what it is. Sometimes it is just black and white. Sometimes there is no gray area. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And you should accept that. If I can accept people for doing whatever they want and being whoever they are, you should accept me. Sometimes people are just realists, and that's just that. And if you're not comfortable with real energy, if you're not comfortable, if you like to live in your delusion, you need to be in the crowd that represents delusion, so that you guys can all live in a fantasy together. That is it, and that is all. You know? Let the realist be with the realist, and let the delusional be with the delusional. And then there's no, like, friction. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's just it. Orange is a good color for us. It is. I love the color orange. I think orange looks really nice. I think it looks nice on any skin tone as well. Orange is a color that suits anyone. Orange and red. But orange on brown skin? Ooh! When I wore an orange dress the other day with my little African print bag, a woman stopped me in the street. She wasn't black either. I don't know where she was from, actually. She looked kind of Indian. She stopped me in the street and said, oh my goodness, you look phenomenal. You have made my day. I was almost in tears. I couldn't believe that a woman told me that I made her day. I was just wearing orange. I thought maybe it's the color. But she just ran up to me and was like, oh my goodness. I wasn't doing that much. I just had an orange dress on with a bag. But that day I was getting so many compliments. But that woman in particular was like, you don't understand. You've really made my day. And I thought, wow, isn't it? This is what I'm talking about. A high vibrational person. They saw the color and they thought something. It put them in a happy place. But then you got low vibrational delusional bitches that are saying shit like, oh, sexual demon. What the fuck are you? What's going on? Like, get your mind out of the gutter, darling. It's crazy, like the things that people come out with and the thoughts that people think of when they see certain things. That's what you know what's going on in someone's mind. Like, is that the conclusion that you came to? Wow. Like I always say, what Susan says about Sally says more about Susan than it does about Sally, darling. And then you go see Sally, and Sally's a vibrant fucking rainbow. And you're like, okay, Susan, you were saying all this shit about Sally, but, you know, I've seen Sally. I've been in Sally's energy. I'm not really getting what you're saying. I mean, I know things might not be what they seem, but like I've been studying Sally. I don't know. I've been in that Sally's energy. I've been seeing all the stuff that they've been doing. They're quite a charitable person. They don't have a negative background. They're not in anything. So, what are you talking about? Then you find out that Susan is the one with the dark past, and you're like, oh, okay. Oh, so you were projecting, Susan. You were projecting. So what you were saying about Sally, it was actually about you. Right, okay. So can I conclude that you're actually jealous of her? Because that's just what it's giving. It's giving jealousy, it's giving envy, it's giving projectionist, which is a word I made up the other day. If it's a real word, let me know. But I feel like I made that up, projectionist. That's my word for people who like to project. And they do it all the time. Every time I do a reading and I pull out envy or jealousy or whatever, I swear to God, someone in the comments says something. It's just that I catch it quickly. And then I report it. So when you report a comment, it disappears. But this comment that I got earlier on, I left it there for a few minutes. I think maybe, no, it wasn't half an hour. I left it there for a while. And I was like, should I respond to this? And I was thinking, I wonder who this is. And then I done a reading for myself, right, the other day. And it was saying that I had someone spying on me. But I didn't think, like now I feel like I know who it is. But I just thought it could just be my channel. Because, you know, sometimes the Page of Swords, you know, I've got a lot of, like, people watch me in it. So I can't just assume when I pull that energy, it means someone's stalking me. It could just be someone watching my content. Someone could just be binge watching, you know. It doesn't have to always be something negative. But I feel like I'm going to have to look deeper into my own fucking personal readings. But I don't really do readings for myself that much, to be honest with you. That's the thing. I don't live in the world of tarot. I like to experience real life. I might pull energy for the day, like on my little altar that I have, but when I'm guided to. But I don't really do like readings for myself. I don't have to like know every detail of what's going to happen in my life. Like I don't abuse tarot. Do you know what I mean? I have to have a break from it. So yeah, I don't really do that. The only time I really do a reading is if I feel like someone's energy is a bit off, and I'll ask what their energy is towards me. That's another thing. I never do readings on people's personal lives. So if I'm reading someone to filth in the readings, I mean, I'm just that good. Like, I don't know. Spirit is that good. Because I don't ask about personal people's lives. If I know that there's a dodgy bitch around me, I'll always ask what their energy is towards me. If I ever pulled on your energy and you're a hater, and you know you're a fucking hater, and that's why you keep watching me, I've asked the cards what your issue is, bitch. I don't care about what a bitch is doing in their life. I don't care about whether they've got successes, whether they got hardships. It's not my business. That's why I say to people, like, when you're cross-watching and you're spying on people, it can come across as creepy because it's not really your business. Like, if you're not dealing with somebody anymore, why do you keep cross-watching to figure out what their life is? It's no different from stalking someone on the street. Imagine finding out that you've been followed by somebody that you don't speak to. They're literally following you down the road. People think that because this shit is online, it's cute. It's not. It's the same premise. It's just on a different platform. It's on a different medium. You're still spying. You're still creeping. You're still obsessed. You're still focused on someone else's energy. What's the purpose of what you're... Because most people want to know what's going on in your life because they want to hear something negative so that they can feel good about themselves. Because most people are sick of them headpiece. They're not watching you to say, oh, I wonder if Libra's doing well. I know we're not speaking and I feel really bad and I wonder how they're doing because I want to reach out. No, they want to know. They want to hear something negative. Do you know what I mean? It's creepy. That's why I say focus on yourself. This life is your life. Unless you're a Siamese twin, you know, you're not attached to anyone. So focus on yourself. Period. It's not healthy to keep wanting to look into someone else's life. That's why I don't do it. It's not healthy. In my own time, if I keep, like, for example, say I have someone on my mind, I'm like, why do I keep thinking about this bitch? I don't chat to her. I ain't seen this bitch in a year or two. And I'm like, okay, if I keep thinking about someone, they're thinking about me or they're watching me, right? Because I have to remember, you know what? I've got tarot, I've got a channel, I've got online platforms. You know, my enemies, the people that done me dirty, whatever, they're obviously, they've got access to me in some way. That's why they're in my brain because I'm not worrying about them. If someone's is on my mind all the time, I'm like, okay, card, spirit, why you have to tell me about this person, please, and thank you. Why are they in my life? Like, not in my life, but why are they in my fucking cellular memory? Like, I'm sitting here eating oranges, wondering what I'm going to cook and bake today, and a bitch is in my head. for no reason. There is a reason, okay? So I might ask the cards. First, if I try to think about, like, okay, is this person watching me? Confirmation they're watching me, okay? Why are they in my mind? What do they want? I don't say, oh, what's going on in their life? What's coming towards them? I don't give a fuck. I want to know what the fuck they're doing in my head because I don't fuck with them. So why are you in my mind? That's not my fault. Thoughts. That's a seed that they're planting. Do you know what I mean? Now, one time I done this and I asked the cards, is this person watching my tarot channel? I got the High Priestess. And in the card of the High Priestess, it was a woman reading tarot cards and the Page of Swords. That could not be more fucking correct. I said, oh no. Let me just go and say a 1-2 quick protection prayer and light a candle, because I don't want these bitches in my energy. That's why when people think you're talking about them and you're reading about them and I'm not reading about you. I don't like you, darling. You know what I mean? Get over your fucking selves. Like, people need to understand that if you're coming in my energy and watching my shit, that's an active thing that you're doing. I'm not coming over to you and watching your shit. If I'm reading about you and I'm on point, I'm just on point. That does not mean I'm spying on you. It means that I'm on point and I'm in tune. That's what it means, darling. You know what I mean? Honestly. God. I had to have a little bit of a rant today with my Libras because I just thought, nah, man, this is too much. This is too much. We need to sort ourselves out, people. All right? But Libras, you do you. You keep doing you. You're ruffling feathers. Obviously, you're getting to somebody. But these fucking fucked up individuals, and like that bitch that commented that thing, you're probably in this right now. If you know me personally, then send me a message. You probably can't because you're probably blocked. But you can email me. You can email or you can DM me. Because you're obviously butthurt, darling. I don't even know who it is. This is the thing. Because I'm so detached from people. It could be anybody. I mean, I know 3 Cancerians. No. I know 2 different Cancers that I don't chat to anymore. No, technically I know 3. But the third one, I know that they wouldn't comment some wild shit. They're just way too grown and mature for that. Like, they wouldn't. Like, and I stopped speaking to them like years ago. So it would just be really random. But then again, Cancers, they represent history. Those are the signs that will hold on to things for like 5 years. And their mind will still be in that place 5 years ago. They don't have a logical understanding that people have moved on. They've let go. Like, that person will stalk you, will watch you, will dream about you, will project onto you, will be obsessed over you. And you've all moved on. You don't even remember who the fuck they are. So with me, I have to really deep dig and think like, who could that person have been? Obviously, it's not somebody who's brave enough to talk to me, somebody who wants my attention. So here it is, darling. Or it's somebody that's talking to me, but they're talking to the collective. And that just makes it even more insane. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know what? Just don't cross watch, okay? Or if you're gonna cross watch, just like, don't comment anything. Don't comment anything. Just take that as a sign. It's like, you need to move on. But it's the guilt. The people are guilty. They don't know how to process their guilt. And because with me, right, I'm not going to say that I've never done anything negative to somebody, but everything that I've ever done to anybody has been in a retaliation of what they've done to me. But there's nothing I'm guilty about. I go to bed with a clear conscience. Like, I'm not guilty. I haven't backstabbed no one. I ain't betrayed no one. I've never cheated on nobody. None of that. I'm genuinely trying to think, like, have I done something to somebody? Now, I can give you a list of the shit that people have done to me. And it's not me playing victim. It's just facts. Like, people just been mean to me for no fucking reason. But I'm sitting there like, what have I done to somebody? Was I a bitch? Did I do something? No, I just don't operate from that. I don't have a vengeful spirit. So there's genuinely nothing that I can sit here and honestly say to the collective and say, you know what, I really feel bad because 2 years ago I did such and such, or last week. I don't feel bad. I'm always my honest, most authentic self, and I'm always, loving, and I always gas people up. All the people that I've been friends with, I've always gassed them up. I've always noticed a switch when they've tried to use me for my talents. Like, one time I was talking to one Cancerian and she wanted me to design a deck for her. And when I said to her, oh, you know what? you know, just email me, you know, what you want and your budget and everything and your ideas. When I got professional with her, that's when she switched up on me. She thought, oh, what, because you're my friend. You think I'm going to design 78 fucking cars for free? When it took me over a year to do my... And now you want to make me a villain in your story because I don't want to do free labor. But I paid you for a reading, though. I paid you for your work. But you would... No, listen. I stopped letting people use me a long time ago, mate. I used to be that girl, darling. If you were my friend, you'd be a lucky person. Making, creating, sending things to you. I'm a very generous spirit. The Empress, we're abundant. We like to share. And then people start taking the piss. Or the entitlement that people get from you. So I'm investing in you, but you telling me you can't invest in me? Or those people that will be like, oh yeah, I'll buy. I had another friend. I bought 4 of her decks. 4 of them. She didn't, but she kept saying to me, oh, I'm going to buy your deck one day. No. I said to myself, I'm not going to keep investing in this bitch. You know, I'm not going to keep investing in this bitch. And I don't just sell decks. The cheapest thing I sell is £10. You can buy a bookmark. You can buy something. I've spent over £150 on your shit. You're telling me you can't order one ticket? Nah. That's what I do. I'm giving. I love to support. On my personal tarot, before my other one got deleted, and even on my personal one, probably years back though, I literally made my page to shout out other black businesses and creatives. That's what it was about. I have so many different pictures of so many different people. Like I would post a picture of a woman that's got beautiful hair. Someone would DM me, oh my God, you're so gorgeous. I'm like, that's not me, but she is gorgeous, isn't she? I love to celebrate beauty. And if I find an art piece and I don't know who the artist is, I'm not one of those people that just takes something and feels entitled to it. I'm an artist. All my stuff is trademarked legally. You know, I've got ownership and rights over my shit. I've got certificates and stuff. My stuff is a real brand, right? So I don't steal from people. I wouldn't like that done to me. So if I find an art and I like it, I will literally say, can you tag the artist, please? So that people know who it is. If I buy something from someone, I'm shouting them the fuck out. When people used to send me things, my subscribers, I'd shout them out. You know what I mean? I'll do a little unboxing video and whatnot. I have no problem with supporting people. That's what I do. But when it's me, it's like it's a different energy, or people just have this sense of fucking entitlement. It's weird. It's weird. But any person that I've been friends with, I've always gassed them up. Always. I've always told them how beautiful and amazing they are, and that they've got talent and they need to tap into it. I love creativity. I'm tired of being the creative friend. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of being around talentless bitches, because when you're around talentless bitches, they project onto you. They start to resent you for the very things that they admire you for. And it's uncomfortable. You don't want to share certain projects with them. You don't want to look a certain way in front of them because, you know, the person's either plotting, trying to steal from you, or trying to ruin something that you're doing, or sending you negative energy and evil eye. It's exhausting. It's exhausting being an attractive, creative person. You can't be around people. Like, you can't be in relationships. People want to trap you and not want you to progress, not want you to do nothing, don't want no one to see you, don't want you to outdo them. It's exhausting. That's why there's so much beautiful people who are single. It's a struggle out here, mate. People think that it's like, oh yeah, you know what, you guys have got pretty privilege, or you got, nah. I've seen one of the prettiest people, right? The most handsomest people, and they've got the most saddest hearts because they get treated like fucking shit behind closed doors. Because people are fucking evil. People act like they like beauty and they like positivity, but when they are presented with it, they attack it. That's what they do. It disgusts me. And because you represent those things, Libra, you're the one that's going to be attacked. You're sitting down and you're just like, this bitch just turned crazy. What did I do? Nothing. You was amazing. And you was loving. That's the problem. That's the problem. Somebody wanted you to be a bad person and they can't make you a bad person. So, no, now they're getting angry. Like, just crazy fucking bitches. But you do not have to put up with it. You don't have to put up with people's fart and fuckery. You don't always have to be the one that's... but especially if you got Libra Mars. You know when you just always want to keep the peace all the time? Because you know, Mars is how you express yourself. It's what makes you angry. It's your passion. It's also sex. It's all of that. But it's the planet of war. So if you got Libra, you don't want war. You want to make peace. This is why you get confused. Why are people attacking me? Because they want you to get that Queen of Swords energy so that they can villainize you. That's like, okay, look, Libra's getting angry. No, I'm just telling you about your fucking self. And you feel humble. That's what it really is. I'm not angry. You're angry. You're angry that I'm not angry. Like, you know what I mean? But sometimes, you know, I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be that people pleaser, and you just don't ever want to, you know, something's bothering you, but you don't want to say, and someone's treating you like shit, but you don't want to say, and you know, I don't want to press on anybody's toe, and I don't like confrontation. Then you just get to a point one day where you're just like, nah, this enough is enough. You're gonna get cussed out today. And you know when you get to that point where you want to cuss someone the fuck out, you just know that the bridge has been burned. If I get to the point where I want to cuss you the fuck out, I can guarantee you I don't want to ever talk to you again. I'm going to say some home truths that's going to make you very upset, and I'm going to keep it moving. But I don't even do that. Like, people can watch me and think that that's what I do, and we're like, I don't. Do you know how many people have said to me, like, oh my God, I went over our conversation and you're so mature. You handled it so maturely. You had such a mature response. I wasn't expecting that. No, they thought I was going to cuss them out. Cuss you out for what? I'm a Libra Mars, darling. I like peace. I'm out to make love, not war. What do I need to cuss you out for? You already know you ain't shit. Now, it doesn't mean I'm not going to be honest with you, but the way that you think I'm going to present it to you is not how you think it's going to be. And that's what makes them mad. Like, when they expect you to get angry and swear at them and you don't. And they're like, oh, now they feel worse. They're like, oh, I thought Libra was going to do this. Oh, maybe I am the bad. Yes, you are the bad person. Libra didn't do nothing to you. People like to play us as the villain, Libra, when we do nothing fucking wrong, because they can't use and abuse us, or because we're not in some narrative that they want to force us in, or some stereotype. Like, you lot watch too much fucking TV. You see Cardi B out here and you feel like all Libras are like Cardi B or Kim Kardashian. That's not reality. And also, there's different decans of Libra. There's different decans of Libra. I'm all the decans, because I've got like 5, 4, 5, 6 Libra placements, and they're all in all the decans of Libra. So I'm all the decans. I can be whatever Libra I want to be, or whatever day. But I'm also the highest octave in Libra, which means that I have mastered an element. I'd say, where is it? It's my Pallas. And again, I can say Pallas. I can guarantee you half the people watching me don't even know what Pallas is, because most people don't really understand astrology. So again, when you're watching from your own level of perception. You don't understand that the person who's reading is educated. I just don't go deep and delve into the things that I used to. I don't really like to teach anymore, because I just think most people are just not here to learn. You know what I mean? It's just too much energy. But I used to do that back in the day. And, you know, I used to post educational rituals and all different things, and like try to teach people about astrology and tarot, to help people to understand more, like when they're watching, so that they can come out of this delusional bubble and cycle. But it's just too draining now. Sometimes I might drop a little knowledge here and there, but I don't have to. Spirit told me I don't have to. Spirit told me, like, that's why I became a target on my old channel, because I was doing too much at once. I was the fresh, funky one that was using all the black decks. Nobody was using black decks. Now everybody's doing the diverse shit. Nobody was doing that when I first came out. Nobody was doing that. I would have readers come into my comment section and be like, oh, I'm coming here because I want to see what card you get. Where's that set up? Where did you get this from? Where did you get that from? I know I set off a lot of things. And the big time readers, they're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you that, you know, that they watch me and they got ideas from me. They're not going to tell you. Because they're going to think it's going to take away from their fame. Like to say, I'm here to be famous. Who wants to read tarot to be fucking famous? That's a disrespect to spirit. Of course, I want to reach as much people as I can reach. But if I don't resonate for you, I don't want you to watch me. There's no purpose in that. There's no purpose in that. If I wanted you to just look at me, I would make an OnlyFans. Come over to the OnlyFans, darling, and just stare at me. That's not what I'm here to do. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Honestly. God. But yeah, I just had to get some shit out today, because I just had this wildest comment, and I'm just tired of the wild shit now. People need to know that they're fucking insane about I'm making up a story to fit my narrative. Oh, so I made up the energy vampire and the devil. I asked Spirit to clarify Cancer, and that's what came out, darling. So, I mean, and you know, Cancer is the opposite of Cancer is Capricorn. Capricorn rules the devil. I mean, you know. Honestly. Then I was thinking, you know what? I think I might just do faceless readings from now on. I just don't think. But it's not my destiny. That's the thing. It's not my destiny. It's not my destiny, man. But it's like whenever I show myself too much, that's when I start to get negative energy. Because on both channels, right, when I first came out, I was faceless. And I done really well when I first came out on my old channel. And I was getting a lot of positive feedback. And then when I started to show myself, it just all went to shits. And then sometimes you kind of think to yourself, oh my God, people don't like me. Like, it makes you feel self-conscious. But I've grown out of that now. I just don't give a fuck. I just don't like people controlling their narrative of me. Like, you know, I don't care what you think about me, but at the same time, shut up. Do you know what I mean? Like, have your personal thoughts to yourself. Stop putting it in the comment section, like to say you know me personally. Like, I don't know you. Just because I'm reading for you and you feel like it's personal, it doesn't mean that you can do the same with me. Because why are you not correct? Like, if somebody was to say something about me in the comment section and they were actually correct, then I'll be like, you know what? You read me to filth and I'm going to give you a free reading just because you were on point. You know what I mean? But nobody does that. And they're always coming with some, like, negative fucking vibes. Or trying to normalize fucking perversion. Like, it's just, is that even a word? Perversion? Pervert behavior. No. There is such a thing called sexy nerds. Let us be nerdy and sexy in peace. God! Honestly. It's just annoying, man. It's annoying. And I think as well, because, like, I don't know, guys. I don't know. But anyway, I've stopped rambling now. Libras, everything I said, it was for you, it was about you. It's also me too. You know, it's just a collection of different things. But I don't know how to get rid of the obsessive energy. I don't think it's my job. It's just my job to talk about it. But, I mean, should I burn the Cancerian card? I don't know. I feel like I should do a ritual, a live ritual, right, with that Cancer card, and we just need to bless it and pray on it. And you know what I mean? We need to do something because, bruh, like, I can't control what comes out, and I feel like I have to repeat that for the dumb bitches in the back. Like, I cannot control what comes out, sweetheart. It is what it is. It was what it was, and it will be what it will be. Do you understand me? Oh, you're an identical twin. Sorry, I'm only now just reading the comments. What's my favorite football club? I don't like football. I don't like football at all. But if I was to choose a team, it would be Arsenal. Arsenal. But I don't like football. And are you American or are you English? Or not English, British, because football in America is different to over here. Their football is basically rugby, because they're just like running around and banging into each other. I think their football, they call it soccer. So I would have to know what type of, you know, I feel like you're a British person. But if you're talking about regular football, I don't like football. I'm just not. I'm a girly girl. Well, I'm a bit of both, actually. I'm a bit of a tomboy. I could go to a park and kick a ball and play, but like supporting football teams and watching tiny men in shorts run around and the whole world go psycho about it, I've never understood that. Wow, she said they're always going to envy Libras. I seen something today on a little poll where number 2 most jealousy comes towards. We're number 2. This is what I'm saying. We are the most envied, darling. Who's number 1? Who's number 1? Who's number 1, Queen 1283? Scorpio is the most envied? Really? I believe that. I mean, I can believe the Libras, but Scorpio? Who is hating on Scorpios? Scorpio? Are you sure? Gemini was the most envied. No, never. 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 Wow. Wow. Okay. I mean, I can't argue with that, but I don't know. I don't know what there is to hate about Geminis. I just feel like they're a bunch of fucking crazy bitches. But, wow. Geminis are the most envied. And Libras, I can imagine. I thought it was going to be Leo or something. I thought it was going to be Leo or like Taurus. Or a Virgo. I could understand why a Virgo could be envied. Because they're just so good at everything. Do you know what I mean? But Gemini. Like Gemini. That's a, that is a surprise, darling. But yeah, I would have thought Leo or Taurus. Virgo is a stretch, but yeah, I would have thought Leo or Taurus, really. Libras are prone to hate all up in the workplace. Yep, that's the story of my life. That's the story of my life, man. Any workplace dynamic, mate. Yo. But when I was younger, I didn't recognize that it was envy. That's the thing. Like now I'm like, envy, jealousy, da da da. I got used to saying that, like, since I've been doing tarot. But I used to hate using that word. I used to just hate just saying, like, someone's jealous of me. I'm just like, what are they jealous of? Like, I just didn't see myself as someone who could be envied. And I just was very uncomfortable with using that word. And I had to, like, recognize that that's what it was. Because I just used to think that people were just mean. You know what I mean? Or they just, you know, yeah, I just thought people were mean. I was like, why is everywhere I'm going like this? People are just not nice, or they just switch. Or I just literally thought that everybody had a psychological disorder, because that was the only thing that made logical sense to me. Then I started to think that I was cursed and that I was doing something to these people's energies to make them like this. And then, yeah, I had to kind of like recognize that it was jealousy and it was envy. And I remember when I was at uni and a woman told me, there was an older woman that I used to be friends with in the class. She was a mature student. And she told me that people are jealous, Leonie. She was like, that sounds like jealousy to me. Like, I was explaining a situation that I was going through. And it was like, my heart was broken because I just thought, wow, jealousy. Like, I would never have thought that. But yeah, but now I'm like, the bitch is jealous. But I'm telling you, it took me a long time to even understand what that word even meant. Because when you don't embody these types of traits, you don't get it. Do you know what I mean? When you're not a hateful person, you don't understand it. When you're not one of those people, like, you know, some people when they were young, they were wild, they done wild things. I was looking after a child when I was younger. I was acting as a parent. So I wasn't, you know what I mean? I was being responsible in things. So I never really got into any like bad things. I didn't do bad things to people. I wasn't like wild and rebellious, and I just wasn't like that. So I don't understand it, you know? I'm just like, what makes somebody want to just, what makes someone attracted to like negative energy? I've never understood it. Never understood it. So, yeah, it was very uncomfortable for me to use those types of words when I was younger. But I mean, I'm old now, you know? I'm practically middle-aged, so I'll say whatever now. But yeah, when I was younger, nah, it was a very, and you know, I used to talk really posh. I had a very posh voice, and you know, people used to make fun of me, like, why are you speaking whitely, Ernie? So yeah, it's just, I feel like people have beaten the stuff out of me, really. But yeah, I didn't really understand a lot of things. I'm just like, why are you doing this? Or like, you know, when you know somebody that has a lot of beautiful potential, and then they want to choose the thug life or the street life, but they don't have to. And I'm like, why did you choose that lifestyle when you could have been a footballer? You could have been an engineer, but no, you want to like sell weed on the street and run brothels and go around spreading diseases and acting like you're a bad man and fighting over postcodes that you don't own. Like, I just never understood it. I never understood when women wanted to be hoes and have like in school they used to call me anti-boyfriend. Like when they found out I had a boyfriend, they were like, "Oh my goodness, Leonie, I thought you was anti-man." And I'm just like, "No, why would you think that?" Because I had a lot of male friends, but I didn't understand why everybody was so obsessed with the opposite sex. Like, girls were getting pregnant in, like, fucking year 7 and 8. Like, we're, like, fucking 14, 13, 11, 12 years old. And girls are talking about man and having sex and shit. I was like, what the fuck? So I've always been different. I've always been different from day. Like, I never even knew that I was attracted to other people. Never knew it. Never knew it. Never used to be comfortable with showing my body. Nothing. I've really evolved. And I've had to do that because it's part of my destiny to do that. You know what I mean? I can't have a Leo rising and not rise. And I've got Chiron in Leo. So it means that my ego is like bruised. Like, I don't have I'm not naturally confident. I don't naturally like attention. I actually hate it. I used to hate coming on. I mean, I wouldn't say I hate it. I'm accustomed to it now. But I used to hate coming on here, showing myself. The idea of me being on the internet. I've had, like, the BBC write to me on multiple occasions asking me to go on shows. And I've said no because I just don't want the attention of the entire world. I don't want to go on a fucking TV show and everyone staring at me. Like, my confidence was so low. I remember when I got asked to go on a radio station for an interview, I was like, nope. And all the opportunities I turned down back in the day because I had low confidence. And that's due to the bullying and the projecting that I've gone through since Miban. You know what I mean? It took me a lot to break free from all of that because I didn't see what other people saw in me. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. But I mean, I've still got the woman's number from the last show that she asked me to go on a few years ago. But I was like, no, I remember telling my brother, he was like, do you know who hosts that? He's got like over 1 million followers. Oh my God, Leonie, you could have been famous. I'm just like, nah, that's not my destiny. I don't want to be famous like that and people just staring at me and just, no. So that's the thing. I've got morals. People don't know me. They don't know the opportunities that I've turned down and shit. You don't know me. I'm not hungry for fame and attention. I've had people like literally just like, Leonie, I can't believe you said no to that. And I'm like, it's not a part of my purpose. Like, that's not what I want to, like, that's not my gifts. Like, I want to be known for, like, my gifts and my talents, not just for going on some fucking reality show. Although one of the shows was to do with art. But again, I didn't feel like I was good enough. But then someone said to me, well, if you weren't good enough, they would never have reached out to you. I don't know if anybody knows the Great British Bake Off, the Great British Sewing Bee. It was like that, but it was for artists. It was like a competition show. And because I'm not a competitive person as well, I don't like to be in any situation where I feel like I have to compete for a prize. It's just not me. I'm not competitive. I never used to be an athlete. Like, athletes and people who are in entertainment, they naturally have a competitive spirit. So, you know, strippers, all of them people that you're trying to outdo, or you're trying to get the most customers or the most attention, those people naturally, regardless of whether they want to recognize it or not, they naturally have a competitive spirit. I don't. I've always wanted to be my own person. Used to come in when we had uniform. We never had uniform at school, in my secondary school, but we had colours that we had to wear. But we could wear anything. It just had to be these certain colours. Then in year 9, they introduced uniform. I used to get in trouble all the time because I used to always wear something different. Because it's like, I don't want to look like all of these other bitches. Like, they were like, Leonie, those shoes are too fancy. Like, I would come in with like a black skirt, but the black skirt would have frills on it. My shoes wouldn't be plain shoes. There'd be shoes with bows on them. I'd have a fancy backpack. I always used to get in trouble for my uniform. Always. Like, the teacher hated me. Like, I wasn't allowed to go to my own prom. This is what I'm saying. Like, I've been bullied from day. The head of year never let me go to my own fucking prom. Right? And the baddest of the baddest gal in school got to go. There was a group of us that wasn't allowed. The teacher called the group up and told them that she changed her mind and she forgave them. I was the only person that wasn't allowed to go to my prom. And I didn't do nothing wrong. People were like, why does Miss Hall not like you? I'm like, I don't know. Like, my art teacher used to hate me. I used to hate art. Drama teacher. I would have picked drama and art. I would have been in fucking movies right now. Every time I done a play, everybody used to love me. I used to put on different accents. I was going to take drama in school. The teacher was like, no, you're not ready, Leonie. She put me off. Art teacher, all the creative stuff that I'm good at, that I've created a business out of, that I've been in magazines and newspapers for, that I've like worked with high profile people with, that was all the shit that the people back in the day told me that I wasn't good at. So my confidence was at an all-time low. It wasn't until I got to uni and the teacher used my work in the top 3 and said, everybody, this is what you need to be doing. And I was like, oh, I swear to God, I was almost in tears. I was quite emotional back in the day. Like, I was quite emotional about shit. Like, when I used to get praised, I used to get emotional because nobody used to praise me about anything. I have to gas myself up. Do you know what I mean? So I know what it's like. I know what it's like to constantly be bullied, and you look at yourself and you just see something like ugly and talentless. And you're like, hold on a minute. You have to look at all the things around you, all the things that you've created, the reactions that people have to it. And you're like, I'm not ugly and talentless. I'm a beautiful, creative genius. How you mean? But that's through experience of being around people that will say like, oh, wow, where'd you get that done? Who done that? Oh, I would let me like hook me up. Oh, I did it. Wait, what? Then when you get people who are like I said, people who are contacting you, professionals, celebrities that want to work with you and shit. And you're like, if these people are seeing me as a star and talented, why am I worrying about what the average person is saying? You know what I mean? Sometimes it takes one to know one and to recognize one. So that's why when I'm in friendships with people, even in relationships, I love to gas up the person because I never got that. If I see that there's something in you, I want you to channel into that creativity and that beauty and express it. I will never look at you as my competition because I'm not trying to compete with anybody. I want to be as unique as fucking possible. You know what I mean? You have to have your own personality. I hate that shit. Anytime I've been in a scenario, like I'll have friends and then they'll start adopting what I'm wearing and wanting to dress like me. Ew, no. Now it's like, okay, do I need to stop talking to this bitch because like she's going to try to turn into me. This is weird. Have your own style, darling. I'm not saying that you can't look at something like, oh, that's nice. Where'd you get that from? If I like something that someone's got, I'll probably get it, but in a different color. I'm not trying to emulate or copy or be like anybody. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? That's why I don't even like showing my style on the internet. Like, you guys don't know what I look like when I step out there on the street because you don't need to know. You don't need to know my eclectic, quirky, artistic style. It's not for you, honestly. You know what I mean? I like to be unique. I wanted to be behind closed doors. I only wanted people to see my art. When I first came out on my old channel, I made my own, like I painted like a girl in sunflowers and that was my backdrop. And then I just used to shuffle the cards. Like nobody needed to know what I looked like and what's going on. But, because I focus on myself, my destiny, my life path number, what this means in my chart, what that means, everything was pointing to show yourself, be you, express yourself. You're the sun. You need to do this. You need to heal that. Blah, 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 blah. You need to come out of your shell, Leonie. You need to embrace yourself. You need to not focus on the people that kept knocking you down back in the day. Do you know what I mean? And then I bring people into my creative world and then it's just more hate and envy and fucking jealousy because I don't know. But because I can recognize it now, it's like I know when to withdraw. I know how to maneuver. I don't even get mad with certain things. I just think this bitch is insecure and that's okay. But could I say this a few years ago? Definitely not. I would think that I did something wrong and I'd be like, oh my goodness. And I'm trying to like apologize and do things and do even more things to like make the person like me. And I'm like, no, I'm doing the most. Like, I didn't even do nothing wrong. This bitch has just got a problem. So do you know what I mean? Like, you be you and be authentically you and don't let nobody tell you who you are because a lot of the times the people that are trying to do that, they see something amazing in you that you don't see in yourself. Do you understand me? For the oddballs out there. When I was in school, I'm in the workplace and I see a weirdo in the corner. That's the person I'm going to talk to. The person that looks a little bit different. The person that looks a little bit nerdy. The person that looks a little bit quirky. The person that nobody will speak to. Oh, why are you talking to them, Leonie? They're weird. How do you know they're weird? Have you ever had a fucking conversation with them, you fucking dumb bitch? That people don't know me. You don't know me from Adam, darling. But like I'm tired of this bullying culture. It's so normalized. People just always want to bully. I'm in a bad mood today, so I'm going to come on the internet and come on someone's live and just start talking shit. For why? I'm in a bad mood today, so I'm going to go up on the street and start an argument with someone. For why? I'm in a bad mood today, so I'm going to have a best friend and then turn against them. For why? I'm in a bad mood today, so I'm going to go home to my partner and abuse them and use them. For why? What is wrong with people? I will say whatever I want to say, and I will say it however I want to say it. No one is controlling me. Do you understand me? Right. And if Unana like it, you don't have to be here. And that's the energy that you need to adopt, Libra. Don't let nobody use you as no doormat, walk all over you, do whatever they want, say whatever the fuck they want towards you. Now, if they want to go to their friends and talk shit, let them do that. You know, you're a hot topic at the end of the day. Someone's spending more time talking about you and watching you than they are focusing on their own lives. But don't let someone come in your space and in your vicinity and project their fucking dirty ass energy upon you. Like to say they fucking know you. These bully bitches need to be told. And a bully never likes to be told that they're a bully. A cheater never likes to be told they're a cheater. A liar never likes to be told they're a liar. But that's what the fuck you are, bitch. This is why people don't like labels. Because labels is confirmation. But everything is a label. I can say you're beautiful. You don't mind me attaching that label to you. But if I say you're a creep or you're a devil, it's a problem. If I say you're a liar, it's a problem. If I say you're an abuser, it's a problem. Don't be the things that you don't want people to call you. But what people do with us, Libra, is they just assign labels to us that don't even match our character. That's what I have a problem with. If I'm calling someone out because they done some fucked up shit, that's what you did. What do you want me to do? Baby you, coddle you? That motherly weird shit that a lot of females like to do, especially with men. You guys like to mother people. It's weird. If you don't have no kids, you shouldn't be mothering anybody. Oh, you know, let's say this in a sweet way because I don't want to offend them. You're a grown person. Do you not wipe your own body when you go to the toilet? Do you not feed your own self? Do you not pay your own bills? Then what am I sugarcoating shit for you for? How you mean? And then people feel like, right, that you can't be blunt and direct and still be a nice person. Of course I can. I can be bubbly and happy-go-lucky. And you know what? The times when I'm the most happiest and the most go-luckiest is always the time when people have the most negative shit to say. That's how you know these bitches are haters. When I've ever done a reading and like the energy's low and I'm delivering it in a low way, I don't get no negative comments. When I'm all like, and I'm positive, that's when the bitches come with the paragraphs and the indirects and the all of that. Because they're the ones that don't like positivity. It's them. You can't come and tell a unicorn that they're a horse. I'm a unicorn, darling. Now, we might have the same fucking silhouette, but we're not near the same name. I'm called a unicorn for a reason. And you lot will be the unicorns. And you got all these horses charging towards you with their horsey ass fucking selves. You're one of us, one of us. No, I'm not, darling. That's why I look like this and you look like you. That's why I'm labeled this and you're labeled that. That's why I have the magic and you don't. Period. But if you are a unicorn and you're in the corner thinking, oh my God, I look different. I've got a horn coming out. Oh my goodness, everybody looks like that. No, you're beautiful. You're unique. You're different. I'm different. Yeah, be different. Embody different. What do you want to be like everybody else for, darling? Why? Why do you want to look at someone and fucking adopt their fucking identity? Why? Why do you want to compete with someone when you're not in the same lane? Why? Like, you could be trying to compete with someone and you guys have got completely two different goals, two different narratives, two different life paths. It's a waste of energy and time. Who are you trying to prove stuff to? Like, what's the purpose? What's the goal? What's the agenda? This world is look, oh no, I can't even show you guys, but 22:55 on the clock. Like, what is the agenda, man? Honestly. People just don't like to be told about their fucking low vibrational ourselves. But I'm going to tell you today, I'm going to tell you tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you the next dear hour. If that's what comes out in the cards, that's what comes out in the cards. If that's what comes out channeled in the message, that's what comes out in the message. I will say what I want to say. You can either watch it or you cannot watch it. But you're not going to keep projecting your narrative onto me or my Libras who are watching. Period. You're jealous and you're fucking envious. And that is it, and that is all. I'm saying it, the cards are saying it, Spirit said it. I can't read it in any other fucking way. I don't know how someone's trying to come on my channel and tell me that the devil clarified with the devil and the energy vampire and what other card did we get yesterday that was low vibrational? And the word jealousy actually came out. You're trying to tell me that that's a positive thing and that I'm making up a story to fit my narrative. Taking a word from the dictionary and just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna just make this whatever I want it to be. No, I'm reading it how it says, like what it is, what it means, darling. Literally asking Spirit, like, what does this mean? Can you tell me? Like, what's this about? Please show these bitches and these niggas it's not me. Like, please. Spirit's like, okay. And the bitch is getting mad. Oh my God, man. I don't know what's going on, Libras. I don't know. It's too much for me. It's too much. But anyway, I've rambled on enough. I'm going to read you lot's comments. Is it AM or PM? It's PM. I don't know how long I've been on here. It's been like over an hour. It's PM. Yeah, it's not that late. It's not that late. But I'm not going to be up on here until the AMs because that's just wild. And I didn't really want to pull any cards today. I just wanted to address some shit because it's just, people are fucking annoying. And like I said, if you don't know how to watch tarot, or if you're someone that you suffer from paranoia, anxiety, all of those things, tarot is just not the place for you. I can promise you it's not the place. This is a very spiritual realm. You know what I mean? And you're going to just, it's not the place for you, darling. It's not the place. You know what I mean? You have to understand, that there's something not right with you and you need to sort it out. And anyone who you've got a vendetta against that's no longer in your life, you need to let that shit go. They're not in your life anymore, darling. They're moving on. Unless you're planning to apologize to somebody, because that's what I feel like it is. I feel like someone's planning to reach out and then they come on my reading and I'm like, don't take this person back, Libra. Don't engage with them. And they want to get mad at me. It's like, well, Spirit is saying that you ain't shit. So, you ain't, and you're proving it in the comments because of how you're behaving. If you genuinely want to make peace with someone, how they respond to you shouldn't like waver your need for wanting to make peace. You should want to clear your conscience and know that, you know what, I tried to make peace with the Libra. They don't want to be cool with me. That's cool. Like one time I remember I lashed out at somebody and I felt like, oof. But again, when I lashed out on them, that's because they were being a dickhead. Like, I can justify everything I fucking do. But I did feel like I was a bit too heavy with what I said. I feel like maybe I could have delivered it in a better way. And I remember I went to go and I said to them, I don't apologize for what I said because I meant it, but I just apologize for how I delivered it. And they didn't want to talk to me. And I was like, all right, cool. I didn't mind. I wasn't upset. I wasn't hurt. I wasn't vengeful. I wasn't like, oh my goodness, so this bitch's name is going in a jar. Because I know why they didn't want to talk to me, because they knew what I was saying was right. That's what it was. And they thought, listen, I can't deal with this one right here because this one's going to keep telling me about myself and I'm not ready to change. I'm comfortable in my delusion. So I understood why they didn't want to respond to what I said. I understood that. That was years ago. But I felt freedom after I said that because I had no expectations. I was not expecting like us to be friends or anything because like I said, I didn't take back what I said. I was like, I said what I said. Yeah, if you didn't like what I said, it is what it is. But how I said it, yes, could I have delivered it in a better way? Of course. But the reason why I said what I said was because they were on some fart and fuckery. And it's like, sorry, but these niggas and these bitches that like to fucking gaslight. Oh, thank you so much, darling. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. I just looked at the camera. Thank you so much. People who are on their fart and fuckery, right? I don't give a fuck if it's a love interest, a best friend, a family member. I'm going to be real with you. Of course, I'll deliver it differently. I'm not going to be aggressive like how I'm speaking right now. But I'll say what I say. But that time I did feel like the delivery, but it was warranted. Because it's like you're trying to like run circles around me and gaslight me and talk to me like I'm some idiot. And they couldn't handle what I said. And, you know, when I didn't get a response from them, I moved on. I said, you know what, I made my peace. So I don't want to hear in the future that Leonie said this and Leonie did that and blah, 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 blah. No, because most people, when they act a fool, they don't correct themselves. I corrected myself same day. Like, same day. After I reflected. And then even then I was thinking, you know what, I shouldn't have even reached out to this motherfucker because they deserved everything I fucking said. You know what I mean? I shouldn't even fucking reach out to them. But I needed to clear my conscience because I did feel like, like I said, I felt like what needed to be said was necessary. But the delivery, I just felt like, I think I was a bit too blunt, you know. But that's just how I am. I don't do the indirect shit. You know what I mean? And that's it. I just let it go. I don't have a vendetta against that person. I wish them all the fucking best. That's what I do. You don't want to chat to me. You don't want to chat to me because you're a liar and you know that you can't manipulate me. That's why you don't want to talk to me. And I'm absolutely fine with that. Make the trash take itself out. Thank you, spirit. You see me? I pray on my relationships and friendships. And when I see that the relationship and the friendships breaks down, that's my prayer being answered. Spirit's like, not this one, darling. You had a request of what you wanted. This person ain't carrying that type of energy. So you need to separate. So I just take it as an omen from spirit. Spirit is answering my prayers. Do you understand me? That's why I don't get upset about certain things when they fall down. If I'm asking spirit to protect me and don't have nobody that's bad mind around me or nobody's got no bad intentions or people that's going to admire me 1 minute and be envious the next, I don't want none of that around me. If it's not positive, high vibrational energy, remove it in any form and way necessary and give me the strength to detach so that I'm not in these cycles like these sad people, you know, in everyday life that just can't break shit from free. I ask spirit, break me from this energy if it's not good for me. Please and thank you. Don't make me chase after no dickhead and no idiot. Don't make me be friends and sit down and tell somebody all of my business and the bitch is a backstabber. If I have to leave, let me leave. Thank you. Spirit does whatever spirit needs to do. And when I see something fall down, especially if it's a catastrophic ending, spirit was like, boom. I said, thank you, spirit. And I move on. That's what you lot need to learn to do. You're asking for blessings and prayers and you're wondering why they're not showing up. They're there. You're just not recognizing them. You're just not seeing them. They might be coming in forms that you're not really comfortable with. Sometimes you have to block a bitch so that you can receive a blessing. Sometimes you are the blessing that a bitch needs to block. You've done your service. Remember, Libras, you are karma, you know. You are karma. So sometimes your purpose in someone's life is to teach them a lesson. Do you know what I mean? And when that lesson is done, you need to move on. That's why they say the lesson will repeat itself. No, the cycle will repeat itself until the lesson is learned. People repeat cycles because they're not learning their lesson. Or the lesson has been learned, they understand, but they're just not letting go. You're keeping yourself in year 5 when you're supposed to be in year 10. This is why people have such childish mindsets. Imagine being in school and staying in year 5 voluntarily. You've done all your classes, you've passed all your tests, but you're just like, no, I'm just going to sit here. You're the biggest person in the fucking class. New students are coming in and out every year and you're just staying there. You're 5 years older than everybody in the classroom. What are you holding on for? What are you holding on for? And then you're getting mad at the teacher because the teacher's saying you're too big now, you need to get out. The teacher's just telling you facts, darling. Get out the fucking classroom. You've learnt the lesson. So sometimes I don't feel sorry for people that go through certain things because I'm just like, you're voluntarily keeping yourself there. Unless it's a situation that's completely out of your control and you can't do nothing about it, that's when you give it to God and that's when you give it to spirit. But if it's a situation that you know you can control, you just need to have discipline and you just need to have strength, that's it. There's no amount of readings, no amount of prayer, no amount of tarot, no amount of nothing that's going to change that situation if you yourself don't make those changes. That's just the lesson of life. Detachment and acceptance. People like to control people, to control a narrative, to control situations. You can't do that. That's why there's a lot of people that have a lot of children and a lot of pets. Because you can control them. They can listen to you and look up to you. Do you know what I mean? You can't control another adult person unless you do something evil or manipulative or deceitful, which to me is all in the same umbrella. It's all in the same umbrella. Like when someone says, oh, well, I didn't lie to you, I just didn't tell you. Well, you were still being deceitful. You voluntarily withheld information from me that you knew I should know about. You're still being deceptive. Deceit is the cousin of a liar. It's the same thing. You have to be deceptive in order to lie, do you not? So just because you're hiding something and you're not saying nothing, it don't make it no different. But it's just this culture, like deception is normalized and it's just disgusting. And when you're someone that doesn't think like that and you're just not an evil bitch, it's like, okay, you're not an evil bitch. We're going to make you an evil bitch. Are you though? Really? This is why you need to know who you are, Libra. Like, you need to know the energy you give off. You're walking down the street and you're making people smile. You're walking down the road and like people are excited to be in your presence. That's not a coincidence. That's the energy that you have. And then people start acting funny. You're like, why? Because they can't take the heat. They can't take the positivity. Misery likes company, darling. If they don't say positivity likes company. They don't say happiness likes company. They say misery likes company. Think about that. Food for thought there, darling. Think about that. Think about that. Why is it that misery likes company? Does that not demonstrate that happiness is found within? Self, solitude? Just saying. People are upset because you're your own powerhouse all on your own. You can go into a room and have a great time and then go back out and have a peaceful night's sleep. No, these people can't do that. They have to attach themselves to something or to someone or to some type of vice or something to get through the day. And they're mad at someone else because someone else just doesn't operate that way. Or if you did operate that way, you've broken free from that. Why don't you take notes, darling? Now, not copying, not trying to be like somebody, but being inspired by someone's strength and thinking, do you know what? How can I be strong like that person, but in my own way? What techniques can I learn from that person and apply it to my own life? But people don't want to do that. It's easier to be angry, to be mad, to be spiteful, to be vengeful, to be reactive. It's easier to be a bad person. Don't you think that's wild? It's easy. You could be going through the hardest time of your life and confide in someone, and that person will just walk past you or just air you like it's nothing. That's easy for someone. But for someone to congratulate you on your win, well done, Libra, well done, woohoo, congratulations. For someone to give you a 1-2 compliment, it's like they're fucking cutting their own fucking head off. Pain is causing this person to be positive. Pain for people to support you. I've never understood that. I've always been a fucking supportive fucking person. And every time, especially when I came to the tarot community, every time I've been supportive, it has fucking boxed me right back in my face. I'm like, yo, Spirit, what's going on here? Spirit's like, you're not supposed to be supportive to that person. They don't like you. That's what that was about. But it doesn't mean to say now I'm going to be evil because every time I'm nice to somebody or I'm thinking that they're horrible. No. I'm just going to take all of that good and just give it to myself. How you mean? And then obviously reciprocate it to those who reciprocate it to me. You know, that's another thing. That's big for me now is reciprocation. Like, I have to be analyzing situations like, okay, is this an equal give and take, darling? Because I have to make sure that I don't fall into that category. Because I can be like that. I can be over giving, over sharing, over everything. So, you know, balance. I always have to try to like just check myself sometimes when I'm talking or dealing with certain people. And if I feel like something ain't right, I'm listening to it. Back in the day, I used to feel like something ain't right. But no. And then something will end and I'm like, okay, that's what that feeling was. Now I'm like, something ain't right with this bitch, something ain't right. If Spirit's saying this, Spirit's saying that. That's why I say if the cards keep coming out and saying something, that's what the cards are saying. I'm not controlling the cards. I promise you. I wish I could. The Magician is one of my fucking birth cards. I wish I could, but so is the Sun. Why would I have such beautiful cards assigned to my chart if I was a bad person? The Sun is the card that trumps all the cards in the deck, darling. When I see the Sun in a reading, I know that it's me if I'm watching for myself. I also feel like the Sun can represent Libra sometimes because, as I always say, Libra is a star. Libra is the hottest planet out of all the planets. Okay, it's not as hot as the Sun, but it's getting there. And it's a star. You're the morning star, no? The Sun is a star. So sometimes when the Sun comes up in the reading, I see it as you, Libra. You don't have to have Leo placements. But again, it's just perspective. That's my perspective. I'm not saying that that's the Libra's card because it's not. It's a Leo card. But that's what I see. And because, you know, when you look at Libra symbolism, the sigil of Libra, okay, it's, well, some people say it's a sunset, but it can also be a sunrise. But whether it's a sunset or it's a sunrise, it's still the sun. Do you see what I'm saying? So if you see the Sun card come out and it come out, I'm just lucky enough to have the Sun, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Magician as my birth cards. Those are not negative cards. I don't have the fucking Tower, the fucking Death. And even that doesn't necessarily mean if you have those cards assigned to you that it's negative. But I'm just saying, if I came with that destructive energy, I would understand. But I don't. I'm not going to let nobody try to project that shit onto me because they're upset about something I said in a reading. Be upset, bitch. The cards are still the CM, still gonna see the CM thing. It will change up when you change up. Or just stop fucking watching. You know what I mean? Fix yourself up and fix up your life, darling. Now, I wish sometimes I could be dumb, deaf, and blind and be like the people that follow dumb shit or say dumb shit or sugarcoat shit because it's just easier that way. I feel like sometimes it's easier when you kind of just blend in with other people and you just do everything that everyone else is doing, but that just doesn't come naturally to me. When I see that even people are starting to like copy or do something I'm doing, I just have to think of how to switch it up. Like, I can't do that. I'm attracted to individuality. I'm attracted to creativity. And I want people to express their own selves in every shape and way possible. And do it without the need to compete. Unless you're in a competition, like an actual competition, like it's an actual fucking TV show or some shit. You know, there's no reason why you need to be trying to compete with someone or trying to tear someone down or trying to outdo someone or trying to prove that you're better than someone. For what reason? How insecure are you, mate? Like, for what reason? Even if someone did do you dirty, give it to God. You know, my mom always says that to me, like, leave all vengeance to God. Don't turn into them. You don't need to seek revenge onto people. They will meet their demise, darling. Don't you worry. As I always say, what someone does to you is their karma and how you react is yours. Do you understand me? You don't have to like get vengeance on somebody because they hurt you. They're already hurting. This is why they be reacting the way that they do. To you moving on and you being happy without these people. Because they don't understand how you're happy without them in their life. Like, you're not in my life and you're happy, but I'm not happy. Okay, so now you've realized that you're the problem. Do you know what I mean? They realize that they're the problem, Libra. And you not have no problem. But yeah, that is it and that is all. Okay? But let me go through my comments. But thank you so much, Grace. She speaks the truth. Been watching for 2 years. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I have a loyal supporter. That's really nice. And shout out to my OGs that used to be on my channel from before. They know how I used to read. I used to be quite shy when I first came out. I think I've always been bubbly, but I don't think I've been as confident as this. But you have to be. You have to be. I was really sensitive before because I just used to get bullied from left, right, and center. And when you're making like such beautiful things and you're coming with beautiful energy, you're just thinking, what? Why is everybody like just acting weird? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. But, you know, this is the devil's realm at the end of the day. Like, I really do believe that Earth is the devil's playground. And the angels were sent here for whatever fucking reason. And then the demons are like, wait, what are you doing here? Trying to turn us into one of them. Fucking crazy cunts. But anyway, thank you so much for listening to me. Guys, okay, something's going on with my phone. Oh shit, what's going on here? I don't know if I'm still live. Oh, there we go. Something weird just happened with my phone. But thank you so much. But Libras, keep doing you, keep being you. And Libra placements as well, because you know, this is for all Libra placements. Again, if you're intelligent enough to be able to break that down, then you will. But just keep being you, darling. But you being you, is it affecting people? Yes, it is. 1,000%. Not even 100. You being you is affecting people 1,000 fucking percent. And I don't really know what to do about that. Because I'm tired of like praying for people and wishing people well, because they don't want the help. They don't want to be wished well. They want you to have a false narrative about them. And you can't, because you are the truth. You only speak the truth. You only see the truth. You only want to be around the truth. And the truth hurts, does it not? That's why people don't like to be around you. You hurt them. Unintentionally, though. Unintentionally. You make people look at themselves and they don't like what they see. And they just want you to shut up, basically. I don't want to keep talking. I don't want to keep listening to Libra say this about me. Well, if you didn't want Libra to say certain things about you, why did you do it to the Libra in the first place? No, because people want to be able to do whatever the fuck they want to do to you and then just get away with it. That's not how karma works, darling. That's not how karma works. You don't have to keep forgiving people. Forgiveness to me is just letting go of resentment. This is what these people can't do. They can't let go of resentment. They can't let go of you. People are resenting you, Libra, because you don't want to be abused by them. Whether it's emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. It's all forms of abuse. You don't want to be treated negatively by somebody and they're upset with you about it. How dare you not let me treat you like shit? Don't you think that's crazy? That's crazy work, man. That's how you know these people are mentally unstable. If it was me, I'd be like, you know what? I'm a bad person and I treated Libra bad. And I can understand why they don't want to speak to me anymore. And that's a lesson on me to have a better attitude. You know, that will be a lesson for me. No, that's not what it is. But you see, these people keep coming back. If you were the problem and you were such a bad gal or a bad boy, why do they keep coming back into your energy? That's what I want to know. If Libra's the villain, what do you keep coming around here for? Make it make sense, darling. What are you over here for? What are you doing here? Yeah, you can't make sense of it, can you? What are you doing here, darling? What are you doing here? Don't like the Libra? What are you doing here? What were people always coming in to spread hate for? Oh, fuck Libras, I don't like Libras. Okay, yeah, here you are. What are you doing here? And why can no one answer my question? Not in the chat, but I just mean in general. When I've asked these questions before, and I've had people literally like having abusive comments, and I'm just like, why are you here? They can't give me a direct answer. They just can't give me a direct answer. But you tell an abusive person that they're being abusive, and they want to be upset with you. But it's like, but you're being abusive though. You're being verbally abusive. You're being physically abusive. You're being emotionally abusive. You're weaponizing shit. And if I point that out, I'm the bad guy. If spirit points it out, spirit's the bad guy. Half of you are so gifted. You're practically the descendants of fucking Jesus. Practically. Jesus was a messenger, were they not? Was he not? Give a message from God. Nobody wanted to listen to him. He only had 12 people that believed in what the fuck he was saying. Nobody wanted to hear Jesus until Jesus rose again. And it was like, oh shit, maybe we should listen to this nigga. Nobody wanted to listen to Moses until Moses parted the sea. Nobody wanted to listen to Noah. This is the thing. Like, this has been told throughout history, whether it's biblical terms, mythology, whatever. The gifted people are always the one that's fucking penalized until people see that what you're saying is right. And then all of a sudden they want to start fucking worshipping you. But things are changed now. You don't have to act like Jesus and just forgive everybody. No, you don't have to do that. Do you understand me? You're still a fucking human being living a human experience. You don't have to allow these negative entities and energies to re-enter your life because they just want to suck on your healing and magical benefits because they didn't hear you or respect you the first time around. No. This is your time now. And from what I've learned from even like history and all these types of things is that when somebody shows you hard the first time, believe them. Then you will avoid all of this fucking suffering and this pain and these cycles. It's really that simple. That person showed me they're a bitch. Okay, bye. Period. Once a bitch, always a bitch. Because it's in you, Libra. Whatever it is that's triggering these people to behave a certain type of way, it's already in you. So you think that when they reconcile with you, or when they come back, that you're just going to be bigger, better, and brighter than you was when they last left, where they left you at. So you think that that's not going to trigger something in them again? Please and thank you. Come out here. I'm just speaking facts and reality. Like, if someone is envious and jealous of you, they're always going to be envious and jealous of you. That's like a disease. That's a sickness that doesn't leave somebody. That's just the fox. This is why, like, when you get back into a relationship with someone and it's all fine at first and then they start being a dickhead again. Because the mask never came off, darling. Their behavior was never changed, darling. They just said what they needed to say to get access back to you. And like a fool, you gave it back to them. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You also have to take accountability for your behavior and the part that you're playing in the situation. And you don't have to listen to all of that forgiveness shit. Forgiveness means releasing resentment to the situation and letting it go. Someone done me dirty. Do you know what? They knew what they doing and they wanted to do it. And that's what it is. I can't do nothing about that. But am I going to forgive you and then be pally-pally with you again? No, you can't be trusted. Just same way if somebody thieves something from me. Do you think I'm going to let the thief back into my house? I'm going to let a thief back in my house. And then when they steal something again, be mad at them because they've stolen. The thief already done showed me they're a thief. If they steal from me, I can't be upset with them about that. I already know their character. That's what they told me they weren't going to do it again. I was dumb enough to believe them. Now them teeth again. Someone's cheated on you. You only found out that they cheated on you. They cheated enough times. Then you find out them cheat again. Now you're, oh my God, they keep cheating on me. Then why are you staying with them? Are you a dumb bitch? Are you desperate? Do you have low self-esteem? Do you enjoy sharing your pussy and dick with other people and exposing yourself to potential sexual fucking diseases and infections? Like, really, like, you have to start thinking like that. It will save your life. These people that are cheating on you and shit, they're not thinking about you, especially when they're not using protection. They're thinking about what they want to do in that moment. And then you're crying about it. Because you've allowed one person to be your entire identity. Now you're crying about it. And then they go out there and they do it again. And they just be like, yeah, all I need to do is just say this and say that. And then cry and say, oh my God. And then you'll get back like a damn fool. Like, sometimes you really have to say, like, am I a fucking idiot? Like, what am I smoking? What was I on, darling? Honestly, there's things I just don't understand. Like, people will drink until they can't fucking, till they start vomiting and shit, and then they get fucking alcohol poisoning. And they're like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. Well, you decided to drink that much. That was you. The bottle did not come to your mouth. You picked that up and started to drink. That was you. Now you're drunk and now something bad's happened to you and you can't remember the night, but you put yourself in that position, darling. Like, the amount of lost souls there are, it's insane to me. It's like, where is the progression? Why is nobody fucking waking up? Like, what's going on? Everyone can't be this weak-minded. It cannot be a collective thing. It just can't. Like, but maybe that's what it is. And if it is, then it's just like, what is the purpose of even trying to help people then? It's like you're just speaking on deaf ears at this point. Do you know what I mean? There has to be like a purpose and a solution behind everything that you're doing. You know, there has to be. Can't just be going willy-nilly and just you're not, if you're like a young person, I can understand, because young people, they're still finding their way. But when you get to like a certain level of life or a certain age or a certain mentality, you have to think to yourself, you know what, I can't even, like, this is a bit, I mean, come on now. So yeah, and I'm speaking from both spectrums. I'm just trying to just give all avenues, guys. There's the people that are crazy and keep projecting onto you and you're not doing anything wrong. Then there's the people that keep putting themselves in crazy situations and wondering why they're there. Whatever it is, you need to just check yourself, and stop trying to check the person that's trying to help you. Or stop being upset with the person that doesn't want to accept you back. I could be talking to the cross watcher right now, not necessarily my Libras. They don't want to accept you back in their life. They don't want to accept you. You should not have been mean to them. You should have treated somebody with respect. Why is it that people always have to treat you like a dickhead at first for you to earn their niceness and their loyalty? That's ridiculous to me. I'm coming into a situation, I'm nice and loving and supportive, and you're, some devil in disguise. And then you want to be an angel at the last minute because I don't want to... Hey, no, things will not change if you don't change, man. You have to change up your mentality, and that's it. That is it, and that is all, darling. And live your best life. And if somebody is a hindrance to you, get rid of them. Respectfully, amicably. You can't end things amicably these days. People will just ghost and just all of this shit. You can't just say, do you know what? We're not working out, or we have two different minds, or this, da-da-da. It always has to turn into an argument or some vengeful thing or whatever. Why? Why can't you just agree to disagree? Or why can't you just say, you know what, we're just not each other's cup of tea, and that's okay. I hope you find your cup of tea, darling. I'm a hot chocolate, by the way. You want your cup of tea? I'm looking for more of a hot chocolate, so we're in a different arena, Or I'm looking for a cup of coffee. You like tea, I like coffee. I'm a coffee person. God, I don't know how people can drink coffee, Ugh. I don't like coffee at all. But I was just using that as an example. I'm a coffee person. You like tea. I'm a hot chocolate person. I'm a herbal tea. I like herbal tea, darling. I'm a peppermint tea person. You have all that sugar in your tea. I don't do that. You know what I mean? It's okay. It's okay for us to like different things and to just not resonate with each other. We do not have to go to war. We do not have to be enemies. It's just strange. The way that people react to you is strange, and the fact that they can't just admit that they are a horrible person. It's like, oh, you're making up a story to fit your nut. No one's making up a story. This is what it is, darling. You're a bitch. And spirit thinks so, and that's just that. Take it up with the divine. I would encourage people to even if you do have cards and stuff, when you're in a clear, balanced mood, right? Ask spirit about yourself. Just ask spirit about yourself. Just say what do I need to work on? How am I viewed by people? How am I viewed by my friends? Or how do you view me, spirit? Or what do you, rather than focusing too much on this person, that person, ask about you. I do that. I ask spirit, spirit, how are you viewing me? How are you this? How are you that? What do I need to do? What should I focus on? What do I need to work on? Self-improvement. That's what we should always be doing. So I can speak confidently about what I'm saying because I know I ain't no evil dickhead. I don't have to prove that to anybody either. Spirit knows. The divine knows. That's why sometimes spirit will show me in the reading and clarify the Leone card and something positive comes out. Spirit is there. People just are choosing just to not see that, Well, not people, but they're negative motherfuckers that keep talking shit and spiraling out of control. You know what I mean? It's just if you're not a good person, you're just not a good person. Or if you don't do good things, you just don't do good things. You can lie to an entire jury and get them on your side. You can lie to bitches and niggas. You can lie to your own mama and your own papa. But you know who you are. So does God. So does the devil. So does karma. We're always being watched by some kind of presence, whatever it is that you believe in. So you can act like you're something, but behind closed doors, The other side, your maker, when you meet that maker, the maker's going to tell you who you really are and what you really are like and what you've really been doing. Just saying. You know? What is done in the dark is always comes to light. And you projecting onto other people is not going to take away from the heat that's onto you. Sometimes you just need to humble yourself and say, do you know what? I did this and I'm sorry. And if you don't want to speak to me again, okay. I understand that and I respect it because I'm a grown adult. But people taking, people are fucking throwing tantrums because you don't want to reward their bad behavior. That's ridiculous to me. That is absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, darling, that is it and that is all. Thank you for the person who sent me the super chat. And thank you so much for listening, guys. And I hope you guys got a message in there for you. Or the fucking crazy ass cross watchers that keep coming over here getting mad at me when I'm shuffling the cards. I can't believe a bitch told me about I'm making up a story. And the message could have not been clearer. That's the thing. You know when the message is confusing? I can understand if people assume that you're just making up anything because you're trying to put the pieces in the puzzle together. When the story is clear as day, it's like, really? And why is it that when it's a negative thing, people react negatively, but when it's a positive, like if I said clarify Cancer, right, and it was like the sun and all beautiful energy, nobody would be complaining. But no, they're complaining because they're the illusionists and the illusion cannot cross over ya. You can't hide from me on this channel, darling. I'm too tapped in. They're upset because their narcissistic, parasitic, demonic DNA is showing up in other cards. That's why they're mad. Do you think I want to pull on the energy of the devil and the energy vampire? Do you think I want to do that? I don't even want to mix with people like that in a real life. You think I want to read up on it? And this is energy, The energy lingers. You have to do a whole fucking cleansing after you've done a reading. Well, I do anyway. I can't speak for other readers, but I do. I have to do a whole fucking cleansing and cleanse my property and everything. Because I don't need that energy over here. Once the channel is closed, the channel is closed. Because when you're picking up on the devil's in the tarot, like the spirit of the devil, the demonic energy's there. When it shows up, he's there. That's what people don't understand. So that's why a lot of people say don't do divination and it's evil. It's not evil. But when you know that you're not a bad person or you're not channeled into anything bad, then you don't have any fear of what the energy that you're going to pull. I know that the devil is not going to attach itself to me because it can't. The devil likes to hide. You can't hide when you're around me. You can't disguise yourself as something what it's not. It's not going to work. So if the devil wants to show up in the card and tell us a message, that's what they're going to do. I can't control that. I'm just a messenger. I'm just telling you what is being said. But yeah, that's it and that is all, darling. I've got a wall full of cupcakes and treats and people are telling me that I'm low vibrational. I'm like the fucking black Alice in Wonderland here. They do say in that movie we're all mad here, so I guess you can kind of say that I'm a bit crazy, but not in like a fucking psychopathic way. More in an eclectic and eccentric way. I'm just a bit different, I'm just a bit in La La Land, but I'm not delusional. That's the thing. I just think that's what the confusing thing is. People just don't know what to make of me, I guess. I'm just not delusional. Like, I'm just not delusional. I have to just read the cards how I see them, people. I swear. I have to. And sometimes I get this feeling and I can't avoid the feeling. And when the feeling comes out, it's like, oh, okay, spirit. Thank you for clarifying that for me, because I know people are going to try to make it seem like, oh yeah, it's her own personal situation. Yeah. Is it what personal situation? I've been single for years. What the fuck are you lot talking about? Like, what are you talking about, darling? People think I don't want to read on the love readings because of my own situation. What situation? What situation? People fancy me and I'm like, okay, you like me, cool. What can you offer me? Nothing. All right, bye. Like, my identity is not about a man or in a relationship. That's really sad. I've got things to do in this life. I got things to do. The last person I didn't want to be with attacked me. I had to. They caught a case. That's what happens when I detach from people. That's why I don't even get close to man, because they're psychopaths. Not all of them. Not all men, but always a man. Psychopaths. I have to think about protecting my energy. I can't speak for everybody because not everybody gets the same reaction and response from men that I do. But I can't give my energy out to everybody. They just don't know how to behave. And it's exhausting. It's exhausting. When you're talking to a guy and they realize that you're not going to put up with certain shit, it's funny. They're like, wait, what? You're not a dumb bitch? No. I mean, the fuck you thought? No, honestly, darling. I mean, if I meet the love of my life, and then, if it's supposed to happen for me, it happens. But I'm just not focused on that. I think love is such a beautiful thing. And I think that it's just been contaminated with all these loving situations, not even loving, all these situationships that people are assigning the word love to. That's not what I see as love. So I can't read on it. I can't, but it's not my focus. You know what I mean? It's not my focus. But, like I said, the best relationship I ever had, I still left. I'm very nitpicky. It could be my Virgo placements, but I'm just very nitpicky. Like, I can't, when you start doing some weird shit, I'm just out. I'll talk to you about it. And if I see that the behavior's not changing, I'm out. I cannot repeat. I got, I'd be damned if I was to ever trap myself to a guy for the rest of my life. I do not understand how people do that. I don't know. I would rather fucking kill myself than be trapped to someone I'm not meant to be with for the rest of my life. No, I've been in that situation in a relationship where you just feel trapped and I had to get out. Imagine being trapped to someone for the rest of your life and just being weak, just not even having the balls to just leave. It's not like you have to be with them. Nah, that's like one of my worst nightmares. I couldn't do that. I could not do. I'm too creative for that. I'm just too creative. I just, no. No. I've had a taste of it and I was like, this is not for me. This is not for me. I love love. I love romance. I love all of that mushy shit. And if that's not what's the energy I'm getting, then when the control and the possessive and nah, I can't do it. I can't do it, darling. I just can't. And I don't feel like anyone should. I know some people are into that dom sub relationship. That's just not me. Now, naturally, I go into Empress mode and I'm very oversharing, overloving, all of that. But then that's when the disrespect comes in. You have to recognize when you're getting disrespected and remove yourself from that situation in whatever capacity. But I couldn't do that. So I want people to be in love. I love it when the cards come out and it's all lovey-dovey. I get genuinely excited. But you see, the dumb people that watch me, they think I'm getting excited because I'm looking at it as my situation. I don't have a situation. I'm excited for you. I'm like, finally, we got some loving shit. I'm Venus, darling. I got like 5-6 Venus placements. Do you think I don't want to talk about love? Of course I do. But it's not out here. It's not out here in these streets. Like, it's not out here, darling. Or at least what I view as love is not what I see. So I'm just not. Toxicity and attachment to me is not love. Therefore, I'm not going to fucking read up on it and have it tainting my name and my legacy. No. Venus is being underrepresented. Okay. Venusian energy is contaminated. Like, people are putting a bad name on love. No. We're not going to do that. That's why I say have a love of self. If that's the love we need to focus on. Because only you can treat you good. Do you know what I mean? So, but I don't have a situation. I'm not closed off to love. I just haven't met anybody that I want to spend the rest of my life with. Like, I just haven't. people are strange and they're weird. But again, everybody has a different experience. So the experience that I draw out in people, they get very possessive and controlling, and they do not want me to embrace my creativity. They don't like me to be seen. They have a problem with my tarot channel. It's just a whole lot of shit. So it's like I have to sacrifice certain things, and I'm not going to do that. I have to be with someone that understands what I do, is into spirituality, that's also creative, so they're not going to be fucking jealous of me. And also so that they can do some shit. A lot of men don't know how to use, they don't know how to do things these days. Like, there's one guy that I've got coming here soon to come and put up some lights for me. So yeah, anytime I have a relationship with a guy, it's normally professional. I'll just pay them to do stuff. But they always flirt with me, you know, that's just what they do. But it is what it is. It just stays cute and classy. Because it's like, that's all, you know, that's all they're good for me at the moment. If you can do something, then you can do it. If I could do it myself, I would. But that's it. I don't really like, most guys who approach me want to sleep with me. I know that that's what they want to do because I can read their energy. And because I don't really want to sleep with anyone, like I'm celibate, I don't see the point of me getting into a relationship because I feel like at some point the person's going to want me to fuck them. And I don't want to fuck. So, you know what I mean? I'm not going to waste your time. Do you know what I mean? I'm just not. I just don't want to do those types of things. So there's a lot that comes with being in a relationship that I'm just not willing to do, or I've evolved past. But you know, if I meet someone and they tap into that sexual energy and I feel like I want to do all of that shit, then that's what I'm going to do. But for now, that's not my purpose. Doesn't mean I'm anti-love though. That's what people need to understand. I love love. I want people to be in love. But this toxic shit, I can't get behind it. Hello, Anne-Marie. This toxic shit, I can't get behind it. And I don't want people to keep projecting whatever the fuck they think is going on with me. I'm not like the low vibrational people. That's the difference. That's why I can give you this advice. I'm not going to be here preaching about something that I can't do myself. It doesn't make any sense. So, you know, you should be in a connection, whether it's romantically, platonically, whether it's a partnership, where there's mutual respect and understanding and love and support. And if there's not those things, obviously depending on what dynamic it is, it's not healthy and you need to depart. And that's just it. That's just how I look at things. There's not an equal exchange of energy. If somebody disrespects you once, they're going to do it again. And you have to ask yourself, why does somebody feel comfortable to disrespect me the way that they're disrespecting me? What energy am I giving off for them to do that? Put people in an place, humble them, detach from them, do whatever you have to do to protect your peace and your energy. People should only be in your life if they're helping you to elevate in some way, whether that's spiritually, emotionally, financially. You know what I mean? You should be in each other's life to uplift one another, to make things better. There's always going to be hardships or hard times. You want someone who you know is going to be solid, that's going to be able to get through the hard times with you. And no, hard times does not mean this person has been cheating and lying on me and we've got through this together. That's not hard times. I'm talking about hard times like if you have financial ruin or you have a health scare or something. Like something that's out of your control, not someone that's beating up on you. And you're like, yeah, we've been through so much together. No, you've been a doormat for somebody and they've gone out there and they realize that they can't do it to anybody else. So they've come back to you and you feel like this person loves you and you're meant to be. And that's not what it is. You're just convenient. And they're still going to cheat on you with the bad bitch that they really want, but they can't control. Like, that's the reality of the situation. That's what I've seen a lot of the times in circumstances. But you can't tell people this. They don't like it. I've tried to tell friends that like their partners have tried to move to me. I've seen their partners cheating with other people. The bitches turn on me. And I'm like, okay. I would want someone to tell me that. I'm not going to turn on a girl if she tells me that my partner's trying to fuck her. As soon as she told me that, I'm saying, okay, what did he do? What did he say? Can you show me proof? All right, cool. Block and delete. I'm not even giving no explanation to the nigga. Let him wonder why the fuck I ain't spoken to him again. That's all it takes. If I so much as smell somebody out, block and delete. I don't have the time for the bullshit. I know what I give to the table. If you're not bringing the same element, then we're not... You're not going to eat off this table, my nigga. Like, period. You know, you just avoid so much stress. when you don't put yourself in these contaminated situations. Honestly. And I think it helps as well to talk to older people. Because I speak to like a lot of older people, and they're just full of regrets. They're like riddled with illness and regrets, whether it's mental illness, physical illness, or like, and I'm just like, I just don't want to get to a certain age and just be like that and feel like I've just wasted my entire life, or feel like I tried to change a man and it didn't work, or had so many fucking kids and then the kids turn out to be like their dickhead daddy. No, I just can't do that. That's just not for me, man. Sorry to say, that's just not for me, you know. So yeah, that's just it. You just have to be serious about what you want in life and just work towards it. And anything that's deterring you from that path, like, nope, bye. And it'll just be much more peaceful. It will just be much more peaceful. And then you're just going to just sit around everybody else's fucking drama. You know? But it takes a lot to get to that point, I guess. I feel like you have to go through a lot, or maybe experience a lot. Or sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's just, like, what does Lilith say? She says, you don't have to, but she contradicts herself a lot. She's the next one. I do like her, but there's some things that she says and I'm like, But she said, what did she say? She said, you don't need to be burnt by the fire to know that it's hot. And I really like that statement, because that's really true. Like, I don't need to know that, like, someone's going to waste my time. I don't need to experience that connection to know that my time's going to be wasted. If I can tell that you're a dickhead, or I see a red flag, I seen a red flag. I think what happens a lot of the times, right, is we ignore the red flags because your lust or your attraction for somebody overrides it. And that's the problem. Like, if someone's showing you the red flag, accept it as a red flag and move on. And you can only do that if you have a level of self-love. Like, if you're on a desperate energy, or you're like insecure, or you're like lonely, then you're just going to accept whatever's given to you and you're going to settle. Because maybe the person's attractive, or maybe they got money, or whatever it is, whatever the dumb shit is that's attaching you to somebody, that's keeping you pursuing them. But when you've got a level of self-love, you don't care what someone looks like, what they have, how, you know, established they are. If their character is that of a demon, you ain't fucking with it. You know what I mean? You can't change someone. You can't do this. You're not the exception. A person is who they are, who they are. Sometimes it's the breakdown that's the breakthrough. Sometimes it's the departing and it's the detachment that helps that person to change. That's why I say a lot of the times, Libras, that's why you guys have a lot of hard times in loving connections, because you don't realize that you're someone's karma. And just as you're their karma, they're also yours. It's an experience. It's a lesson. The moment you understand that you are the love that needs to be taught to other people, and once it's taught, you need to detach, life will be a lot more freeing, and you'll find a purpose and you'll build on that purpose. And don't not worry too much about relationships, because I think that we think because we rule relationships, that's what we need to be focused on. Relationships can mean so many different things. It's relating to someone. I'm pretty sure soulmate is defined as somebody defined is described or defined, sorry, is what I meant to say, as someone who's compatible with you. So a lot of the times you're attaching these labels to people. Oh, this is my soulmate, this is my twin flame, but you're not compatible with them. So you're literally going against the definition of what that word means because it sounds cute. And then when you ask people, do you know how many times I've asked somebody that's in a toxic connection, right, that they don't realize is toxic, and I'm like, what do you like about this person? And I can tell you the top answer, the top quality that's keeping the person together, or the top quality that they enjoy the most about the person, is the sex. It's always about sex. Always. There's nothing else about this person. Oh, the sex is good. Okay, take the sex away. What qualities, what do you like about this person? What do they do for you? Because all I'm hearing is complaints. So I'm not really understanding why you still want to be with this person, because all you're doing is complaining. So I'm trying to help you by trying to find out what the good qualities are, so I can give you something to work with, and I can, you know, give you an opinion that is positive, you know, that's going to help to save the connection. All I'm hearing is the fucking is good. And you're telling me you're not with an incubus or a succubus? People will ruin their lives over fucking willies and vaginas. Wild. And you're telling me pussy ain't power? That's why me have to keep my pum pum to myself. Oh, what? No, mate. Having no fucking people siphoning my juices and going fucking crazy and I have to keep calling police on niggas. No. I have to live in peace. I don't operate from lust, so I don't business about that. I'm in a business, I'm in a care. But that's what it is. I'm just like, rare, like, you're going mad over this nigga because he fucks good. Like, that's quite embarrassing, you know, honestly. But I do try. I'm like, yo, so what other qualities can we, you know, like, is this person a good guy? No, half the time they're just not. They're just having their way with you. Or if it's the other way around, like, girls just manipulating you because she knows that she's sexy. But she's hoeing out here. She's using these guys. And this is what you're holding on to. Is that how sad life is? Nah, man. You lot, come on. You got to do better than that. And it's tiring. It's toxic and it's tiring. I could understand if someone's treating you amazingly. But then if someone's treating you amazingly, then what's the problem? There's not going to be any complaints, right? But no. You know, I don't know, man. I just don't know. I just don't get it. Or there's these weird energies where people mother their partners, or men that look for mothers that they want to sleep with. Like, I want you to treat me like I'm a child and look after me. And it's weird. Like, we're supposed to be a partnership. It's supposed to be equally yoked. Why are you looking after this nigga like he's your son? Ew, man. People don't understand how incest and pedophilic they are in their connections. Because you've been programmed to outsource your nurturing energy to anyone. That's not what it is. Your nurturing energy is for your children. It's not for your man. You're not supposed to like look after somebody that do you know what I mean? Anyway, you should love on each other. And you know what? If you have an amazing sex life, that's absolutely fantastic. Do not be with someone that you can't have good sex with. But do not be with someone only because the sex is good. Because to me, I believe that love is of the mind. Libras, you are air signs. You are a mental sign. Therefore, you need to be connecting with a person on an intellectual level. Do you understand me? You need to fall in love with somebody's mind. Your mind needs to be stimulated. This is why after a while, the sex is not enough. The relationships turn toxic. The nigga or the bitch is getting on your fucking nerves. And the only time you can connect is when you're in the bedroom. This is why, right, there's a lot of cheating scandals as well that happen in the workplace. Do you know why? Because in the workplace, you're getting to know somebody on a mental level. When you're at home, right, say you're like a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad or whatever the situation is. Say you're the guy or the girl, because I don't want to just make this is not like a gender wars. Obviously, I'm speaking from a feminine perspective because I'm a woman, but I understand there's men watching me as well, right? So if you're the guy, you're the good guy, the good girl, and say that you're at home and the other person goes to work, right? They form a relationship and a bond with somebody at work and they start cheating. Why do you think that is? Why do you think you're the one that's being taken for granted? Because you're at home. They don't see what you're doing every day. If you're the person and you're looking after the kids, looking after children is a full-time job. It's a full-time job that you're not getting paid for. You're up there, you're getting everybody together, you're organizing, cooking, cleaning, doing everything. Then someone's coming home and then they're just fucking rinsing out your coochie. You're exhausted and now you've got to please and feed a nigger and then all the kids. No one sees what you're doing in a day. The person, if they switch roles with you for a day, they wouldn't even be able to fucking hack it. But that's all they're seeing you as somebody who cooks and cleans and fucks them. But when they're at work, they're getting to know someone's personality. There's no sex involved at first. They're seeing somebody working and you're seeing their skills and their craftsmanship, and that's arousing. This is why people a lot of the times cheating happens a lot of the times at work. Because you're falling in love with somebody's mind and you're seeing them in a different light. You're seeing them doing their best, being their best, performing their best, delegating. Do you know what I mean? You have to get to know people. People will just, some people have carried babies longer than they've known the fucking nigger that they're carrying it for. That should be an embarrassment to you. You're carrying a baby for almost a year, right? And you've known that you had a one night stand and now you're pregnant for someone. You don't know who this person is, what their past is. You don't know nothing about this nigga and you want to carry him seed. That's wild. And then you're wondering why there's abusers and rapists and this red pill, blue pill energy. These are people's sons, These are people's sons. They used to be children. You're just recycling this demonic fucking energy. You got to think with your fucking coochies and your fucking lingams. You got to think about what you're doing when you're in this lustful energy. You've got to control your mind. Your mind is the most powerful thing. It can be controlled. It can be manipulated. People can lose their minds. If you don't have control over your mind, then good God. And then when you have a powerful mind and people, they don't know how to handle that and they want to demonize you and project onto you. Like, no, don't be upset with me because you've lost your fucking mind and you lost your way and you can't find it. I'm giving you the path. I'm saying, hey, come over here. Come over here, darling. This is where it's at. No, you're comfortable in the chaos. I don't know how to be comfortable in chaos. I never have known. Anytime someone's brought chaos to me, I've run for the hills. I have ran for the fucking hills, man. I remember one time I was dealing with this demon, right? And I sat there next to him and I was plotting in my mind of what I was going to do to escape the fucking relationship. The whole time he was sitting down watching Netflix and the whole time I'm sitting there like, okay, all right, he's going to leave tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to do that. Da, da, da. I said to myself, never am I going to put myself in that situation again. Where I'm literally sitting down next to someone and they have no idea how checked out I am. I'm sitting there thinking, how am I going to get away from this person? Amicably, because people don't know how to be amicable these days. You can't tell someone you don't like them no more and they're going to take it easy. Now, I understand you can get heartbroken. We've all been there. Oh my God, no. But like, take your L and move on. Like, you know what I mean? People are mud. Mud. But anyway, darling. Yeah, I think I've rambled on too much now, but there's 8 people still watching. I appreciate you guys. So hopefully there's a message in here for you. But yeah, I'm just saying that there's just certain energy I don't understand anymore. And I've tried to understand it and I just can't. And so, but I'm just not going to I'm not going to like accept people's abuse. I'm just not. I don't care if it's just one person being abusive. You don't be abusive over here. You deserve to be locked up somewhere. That's what I feel like about abusive people. Because if you can run your mouth, you're probably running your hands and running other things. I don't like any forms of abuse. Don't come over here and be abusive towards me. Maybe you were abused in your past. Maybe people have been verbally abusive to you. But that does not give you the right to continue that energy on to other people because you don't like what somebody says. Ask yourself, why don't you like it? Do you not like what I said? Like, are you mad at what I said or are you mad because it's true? I'm hearing both of them. I'm not going to like sugarcoat people's fucking wild tongues. You want to be keyboard warriors on the fucking internet? Nah, I don't accept it in real life. I'm not going to accept it on here. It's still a platform. This is still energy. It's still energy exchange. What I do, I'm very serious about my craft. I'm trying to help people. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help people. So you either want to take the help or you don't, but you just be abusive somewhere else. Start an abuse support group where you just all fucking abuse each other if that's what you lot want to do. But don't be coming over here and abusing my collective or abusing me. We're not having it over here. And if you're in a situation where it's toxic and it's abusive and you're not keeping yourself out of it, more fool you. More for you, darling. There's a lot of organizations, services, a lot of things that you can do to try and get yourself out of it. You're sitting down watching tarot for hours when you could be doing other things to escape the fucking psychopath that you're dealing with, that you keep laying down with. You know what I mean? Some of these people, they know that the person ain't right and they will chase them. I knew one girl who used to be abused by this person and he would leave her and she'd run and chase him. What is that called though? There's a name for that. It's called oh, what is it called? Is it Stockholm syndrome or something? When you fall in love with your abuser or your kidnapper or something. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just weird. Like I said, my mind is a little bit different. It's just different. But it's not like I'm not nice and everything. I am. I've been too nice to people. I'm too nice. I'm too loving, too forgiving, too respectful. I literally just got a message from somebody apologizing to me about something, which I think is very interesting. I'm wondering if they're watching this thing. I just got a DM. I just saw it. I'm gonna have to read that after. Now I'm thinking to myself, do I want to block the person or do I want to hear out what they have to say? Because they've come to me and they've said something, I'm gonna listen. I'm not a monster, you know. I'm not a bitch. You know, I respect people for taking accountability for things. Does it mean I'm going to be friends with you again? I don't know. But if you can take accountability without attacking me, then that's great. I literally just saw the notification now. So I'm like, oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. I knew that was going to happen though. I knew. I thought it was it's a moment of time. You know, when people can put their pride and their ego aside because they see it's not getting them anywhere. But yeah, that's why people come back and apologize to me or they stalk me and shit. Because I don't do anything wrong to you motherfuckers. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not a bad person. I don't do bad things. And if I did, I would say so. I'm a realist. I would say so. I would admit, collective, do you know what? I'm not even going to lie to you guys. Guess what I did yesterday? But I'm not a liar. I'm not, you know what I mean? I don't operate that way. I want everybody to be in good spirits, but I understand that that's not the reality. And sometimes you need to give the message harsh so it can slap people in the face so they can say, okay, shit, I didn't even realize that this is what I was doing, you know? Oh, shit. Oh, wait, I can control my own life? Wow, okay, cool. You know? That's it. That is it and that is all. But obviously, if you're offended by anything I've said, I think you need to reflect on why you're offended rather than attacking me as the person. Because I'm not going to apologize for anything that I've said. I'm just not. I'm not accepting abuse. Every abusive comment I see, you're being reported for harassment and bullying. And I hope that fucking YouTube blocks you from commenting on other people's sitting. Because I researched it. That's what they do. I think you have to, it has to be a number of times. But if they will review your comment, and then if they feel like it's abusive, or if they see that you've commented multiple times, or remember, YouTube knows when you've got multiple accounts, you know. So you could be someone where you think you're slick and you're making different accounts. The people on YouTube, they can see that. This is someone who's got the 5 different accounts and they've said 5 different things on these people's thing. They'll put you on a timeout or they might suspend your account. I'm not playing with you fucking hoes. You're not coming over here to be disrespectful. I don't go out of my way to be mean to people. So you're not doing that over here. Right. Okay, thank you so much, darling. And have a good one. And stay safe, people. Stay positive. Do positive things. And protect your energy from the fucking obsessive. Because, you know, obsession is a disease and it's a sickness. And it's not going to go away. It's just not. So we're probably going to have these rants quite often until these fucking sickos get it together. But they're not. I don't know. I feel like obsession is like a sickness that you can't really cure, to be honest. It will just drive somebody to madness. But I don't really know because I'm not an obsessed individual. I don't have an addictive personality, so I don't really understand it. I used to try to study, well, not a try. I used to study psychology back in the day to understand people's minds because I just didn't understand like why people made the decisions that they made. And I thought I was the odd one. But I think I'm probably one of the most sane people in the world, if I'm honest with you. I've stopped looking at myself as like the odd crazy one out. I'm not. Everybody else is. You know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, darling. Toodle pips.